What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We are back here for yet another one for only the fourth time since 2016. The Miami Dolphins are officially on Sunday Night Football. Appreciate everyone for coming out. Man, I'm hyped. Got the Uno jersey back on. We good to go, baby, over here. Uno working out. I saw someone while I was waiting for everything to get going here. Someone asked about some player props that I have. Well, funny, you should ask. I've got two different plays going right now for tonight. My plays for tonight are I got Jalen Waddle, River Craycraft, and Pat Freiermuth as anytime touchdown scorers, along with Tua Tagovailoa at 275 plus yards. Those are plus 29,849 odds. So, I mean, you put 100 down, you're making 29,000 on that. If it hits, you put 10 down, you're making almost $3,000. And then the other parlay I'm rocking here is I got Miami defense to score 2 touchdowns, Raheem Mostert as an anytime touchdown scorer, and the Miami defense to be an anytime second half touchdown scorer. So that one pays $25 is what I put on it, and the odds are 22,435. So my $25 pays $5,600 on that. So I think Pickett's going to be potentially a turnover machine tonight. How do I feel about Gesicki over 1.5 receptions? You know, it's crazy with Tua back. If it was Teddy or Skyler, I'd say I like it. With Tua, he's much more of a wild card if he gets targeted. He really is. You know what I mean? So, wild day of afternoon games too. And Rain Man is 110%. Justin Herbert was not good today. And they actually ended up pulling it out. Because that team is... Oh, no, sorry, they lost. My bad. They ended up losing by 14 to the Seahawks. Geno Smith looked better than him. And you know what? Well, this is what I want to say. There was multiple games this year where the Chargers should have lost. Couldn't end up pulling it out. I mean, they were behind from the get-go. It was like 17-0 after the first quarter. It was absolutely... Herbert didn't look that great. Geno Smith continues to have an absolute career revitalization. The surprise for me was the Jets winning again. They got away with one too. I'm pretty sure that touchdown that was called back because they said Zach Wilson was down. Man, they got away with one hard, and they lost Breece Hall. Breece Hall went down. You know, because Zach Wilson did nada. Zach Wilson only had like 120 yards today. But again, he didn't turn the ball over. I mean, in the air at least. Did he fumble the football? I don't think he fumbled the football as well. But Breece Hall, that touchdown he had before, he ended up going out, ended up being the difference in that game. Tom Brady, what's up with Tom Brady? I don't know what is going on. Did anyone see Mike Evans drop the wide open 75-yard? Would have been a 75-yard touchdown. Wide open, Mike Evans dropped it. I don't know what's going on. Todd Bowles about to get fired after 1 year. Because that team is, listen, I understand Ali Marpet left, Gronk retired, Jensen's hurt. But that team is too talented to be what they are right now. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Chiefs helped out our cause today. Didn't help out my fantasy cause with Garoppolo, but they helped out. They helped out our draft pick cause. That was all right. What about the Green Bay Packers losing to the Commanders? Are we serious? Like, the Green Bay Packers have now lost to the Jets and the Commanders in back-to-back weeks. Are we serious? Ridiculous. It's crazy, man. You know what? I was talking with someone yesterday. We were having a discussion about, like, betting. You know what I mean? And survivor pools and such. You know what's crazy about this year? there's no team you can really hone in on. Okay, that's the team I'm betting against every week. Because upsets keep happening. You know, Atlanta upset last week, and then they get smoked this week. But upsets are happening. There's no one team to hone in on and say, okay, that's the team I'm betting against every week. You know what I mean? In a survivor pool. It's crazy. It really is crazy, you know? And I see what, you know, Brain said. Rodgers looked bad. Look at, even a future Hall of Famer, one of the best natural throwers of the football, can only do so much with guys like Alan Lazard and shit. That's why when everyone was crushing Tua for not doing all these amazing things with a bunch of jabronis and shelf stalkers in his receiving core. I mean, let's be honest. We got one elite receiver, probably the best in the league, Tyreek Hill, and that's made a guy like Gesicki all of a sudden. Look at how much Gesicki was relied on when all those injuries and everything happened. Now Gesicki, when Tua's playing and Tyreek's out there and Jalen's out there, at least for the first 3 games when Tua was healthy, Gesicki's irrelevant. So this shows what weapons mean. Even the guy's working with like Romeo Doubs, Alan Lazard, Christian Watson, young kids and Watson and Doubs who aren't ready yet for the light that's being put on them and the responsibilities put on them. You know, none of those guys were top 10 picks. And there's a reason why. They weren't ready. They weren't refined. And look at, oh wow, who's amazed? Aaron Rodgers. Why did Tom Brady leave New England? It wasn't just because, listen, him and Belichick weren't getting along for years. He could live past that because winning cures everything. But when they basically depleted everything around him minus his O-line, remember his last year there when we beat him with Fitzpatrick to take away home field advantage, the only reason they made the playoff was because literally they had a historically great defense for the first 8 games of the season. That's why, because Brady barely had anything to work with. And now look at Brady. Brady said, you know what, I'm out. Now, let's look at Brady. I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about, look at the success Brady had since he left there. He still had good years left in him is what I'm saying. Well, you know, if you properly surrounded him, right? Because the guy was, you know, you're into your 40s, you need help. And, you know, look at Brady. He left New England because they didn't give him enough. You look at Rodgers. They haven't given him enough and they're struggling. And those are future Hall of Famers, Super Bowl winners. One's the greatest of all time. The other one's the greatest natural thrower of the football of all time, next to Dan Marino, probably. And even they need help. Even they need help. So when all you people were dragging and crapping on Tua, and me amongst others who were watching the film and knew how to watch the film and properly review the film, were telling y'all, hey man, you get this kid help. Things are going to go right here. There's a reason why so many of us who are believers, not Tua lovers, but Tua believers who had watched the film, knew what they were watching, said, hey, if you get this guy help from coaching staff to personnel, we're really going to see something from this kid. And lo and behold, what have we seen? Like even with Rodgers is struggling, and we've already seen the past. But I'm saying, even in games he's struggling, he's still making throws where like, oh, you know, Rodgers just needs help. Rodgers needs help. I'm telling you, that's it. I can't explain what Brady, I think, has too much going on personally right now. And everything's just going wrong for that team. I mean, I think they're just like, I'm not going to use the word cursed, you know, voodoo dolls, 72 Dolphins, all that. But sometimes, you know, let's be honest, we've seen it in every different sport. Sometimes you have super talented teams, and what happens? That season just doesn't go their way, whether it's injuries, misfortunes, balls not bouncing their way. You know, it is what it is. It happens in every sport. Literally, it's in every sport. Tuanon? Yeah, I don't know about Tuanon. I don't even follow Tuanon on Twitter. You know, I know the person who runs that. I know they're a fan of Tua now, but the whole purpose of that, you know, that account when it was made was to literally mock the Tua lovers, and then it just turned into something. It was literally done to mock all the Tua lovers and everyone who makes excuses. See, I don't make excuses for when Tua's bad. Just like, I don't turn a blind eye when he's good. Anyone who's watched my film reviews, because I've reviewed literally every single NFL snap of Tua's career on this channel, they've heard me. I've criticized him hard. Go back to the New Orleans game last year. Go watch that film review. When he made an awful pre-snap read, and I lost my mind. So, people just want to call me a Tua lover or Tua stan because I support the kid and I believe in his ceiling. Sorry. Film clearly wasn't lying to me if you look at those first 3 games. And we're 5-1 or 6-0 with Tua, and that's not even like, that's just a football. Like, that's just I'm sorry. Those teams gave us multiple. What's with the shoulder pads coming back like it's 1980 on football night in America? Good God almighty. Those are awful. Those are terrible. Whew. Fins up. We are 2 and unexpected. Y'all are crazy with that. You know what? I don't know if well, what's up, Trissa? Let's get this W. Rome, I don't know if Rodgers retires, bro. If I'm Rodgers, I just force my way out to a new play. Rodgers can win. I still think if you put Rodgers on a good team, they can win. Like I truly believe that. I'll be honest with you. You put Rodgers on the Jets, you might have a problem in the AFC East. Just saying. Well, if Breece Hall's healthy, I don't expect Michael Carter to be able to do the things. But their defense has played well. Their defense has been, very, very good. So, man, we need, I'm telling you this right now. How's Kenny Pickett even playing this game? Someone explain to me this. That's what I'm saying. If they're dead set on trading Gesicki, guys, and with the injury to Durham Smythe and all of that jazz, I don't know how much I'm buying that right now. I really don't. Listen, I'm sorry. Rodgers does need OBJ. I agree with that. Fins. That's actually a really good call. But if you're going to trade Gesicki, I'm sure you could get something from them. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys. This because we haven't had a chance yet. I wanted to go over all of the inactives with you guys. So let's check that out. Inactive-wise for today, Myles Gaskin, Eric Izakama, Skylar Thompson, Keon Crossan, Kadir Kahu, Emmanuel Ogba. I got to give props to the Dolphins for going all in with this throwback. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's certain sections at Hard Rock right now where, fountain drinks are like 25, 50 cents. A hot dog is like, $2.50, and popcorn is like $1.50. They're going back to 1972 prices on certain concession stand stuff. Kudos to them for going all out, man. Now, do the right thing. And the right thing is, please, for the love of God, make the throwbacks permanent. And let's find a new alternate jersey. We need a new alternate jersey. I want them to, I know people hated it, but I loved the all oranges, man. I loved the all oranges. I got my Jarvis Landry upstairs. It's one of my favorite Dolphin jerseys. Actually, it's one of the first jerseys my wife ever bought me, too. Absolutely love that jersey. Not just because of the sentimental value, because it's from her, but also I just think it's a beautiful jersey. And and honestly, I'm down with black too. But we need like a prime time alternate jersey. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the homie, Dolph Freaky. I was the first ever platform that had her on YouTube out of all the creators. Shout out to Dolph Freaky for being named the fan of the year. Couldn't happen to a better person. Unbelievable stuff. Awesome. But yeah, I'm totally down. Totally down For I'm down for black, 110%. Because honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I know people talk about the Miami Vice, and I'd be cool to. I'd be down to see something Miami Vice. But even like, think about it. Our colors go really good with black if you think about it. Like with black as the primary color, I think aqua and orange and white goes with anything in terms of color schemes. It's just like kind of black goes with anything too, right? So because they're neutral colors. So I think black. Shout out to D Hug all day. Let's get this win. I appreciate it. Member for 20 months. Appreciate you, D Hugga. And in fantasy too. I think our colors go perfectly. To be honest with you, I think our colors go fantastic. Our secondary and third color, if the black's the primary, would look fantastic. I really, really honestly think. But I'd be down for Miami Vice too, as long as it's not like overly Miami Vice. You know what I mean? Like, I think there is a slick way you can make that Miami Vice pop off without it being like, I don't want it to be busy. You know what I mean? Because what you risk with the Miami Vice colors is busyness, and I don't want it to be busy. Who remembers Dolphin Denny? Well, that was actually before my time, but funny that you say it. I was reading up on him a couple months ago. I'd heard about him for years, but I actually did some research on him a couple months ago. Funny enough you mentioned him. See, I think, Sean Davis is right. Black, aqua, and orange, that's fire. But I also think Miami Vice could be fire. If you make it look classy and not busy, it could be nice, man. It could be real nice. And I like the whole Miami Vice theme. No one knows Scotty who offered the 2 first for Brian Burns. I don't know about the camo night. I see those camo jerseys, those army jerseys or whatever, and I'm not messing with them, dude. I'm not messing with them, man. I gotta get a pair of Soul Runner shades, though. That's for real. Are we still doing these terrible? Hey, we've only been on Sunday Night Football 4 times since 2016, so I never sit around and watch the intro like this. All white, that'd be hard. Steven C knows what's up. The orange was fire. What's up, Shag Fins? How you doing? Heat Fins, I'm so anxious, but I'm calm. Our boy's back. You know what I mean? Jeremiah Kelly, I do remember the dark blue we used. And you can actually still find Ricky Williams and Zach Thomas versions of that, but they're the screen printed. Obviously, they're not stitched or anything. So, Saturday Night Football intro's on, baby. Let's get this. Let's get this dub. I loved the blue. I thought the navy blue was fire too. That was the Ricky days, man. I want the chat pop off. Who is the most explosive offensive player we've had since Marino? Is it Tyreek Hill or is it Ricky Williams? Let me know. For all of you who are just getting here too, in case you haven't seen, here are your inactives for tonight. Myles Gaskin out. Eric Izakam out. Skylar Thompson out. Keon Crossan out. Kader Kuhu and Emmanuel Ogba out as well. I believe we only have 3 dressed corners. I mean, Rowe can play corner if we need him to too. Ricky, Ricky. Wow, it's pretty heavy for only 4 votes for 5, 6. Okay, so it's split, but it's crazy that we've only seen 6 games from Tyreek and we're already putting him in that category, eh? Imagine when we have a really, really good sample size. Imagine when we have a season or 2. So Easy E is never in. I know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Pyro, don't pull your whole nonsense tonight. Tonight it's a fresh start. The man is back. Paul Warfield, I know, but I said since Marino, right? Who's been the most explosive offensive player we've had since Marino, Ricky or Tyreek? Because Ricky was crazy, man. Ricky was like in MVP discussions. Ricky was that dude. Ronnie, oh, look at the vote for Ronnie Brown. I love Ronnie Brown. I think Ronnie Brown doesn't get enough credit for his contribution to that Wildcat season. Everyone talks about Chad Pennington, but I think Ronnie Brown was the one who kept it moving. All right. Whew. Man, love me some Sunday Night Football, huh? Let's get this. Kenny Pickett. We about to pick it. X gets his first interception tonight. I called it on the preview show. I called it on Fin Too Deep. I'm keeping with it. Who are these awkward people on the Canadian feed? This is terrible. Who's this tall dude that probably played in the CFL and no one cares about? Stop right now. No one cares. I don't want to hear what... Come on, stop. A Jai number 2. Wow. You got a Jai higher than... You got a Jai higher than Tyreek? I don't know if I can go there, man. Upland Canada. There you go. He knows what's up. It's a Rough Rider MVP. I don't watch the CFL. You know, I have standards when it comes to football. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even hating. And Upland, if you support the CFL, hey, I appreciate. I used to watch it back in the day when like Jeff Garcia was there and Doug Flutie was there and Pinball Clemens and you know back when the CFL was good. You know what I mean? That's when I used to watch the CFL. So I can't really get down with it. You know, I played by those rules too. You know, in high school and college, so I'm not a fan. Warren Moon, yep. Absolute stud up here. Yeah. Yo, Doug Flutie was crazy up here, I'm telling y'all. Doug Flutie was nuts. And I was so hyped when Ricky came to the Argos. And that did not work out very well at all. Yeah, Pinball was the man, Upland. Pinball was definitely the man. I always thought he could have made it in the NFL. That guy was just a gamer. People are nervous. People are nervous. People are nervous. Don't be nervous. Have faith. Have faith, everyone. We got this, baby. Come on, son. We got this. We got this, all right? Now, if you fast forward 2 hours, 3 hours into the stream and I'm sitting there holding my head going, we don't got this, then, you know, egg on my face. But I'm very confident about tonight. Very confident. Yes, the dawn, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful. Guys, they're just doing like a perfect season type little homage right now. Beautiful. Yes, Tua. Yes, Tua. Let's go. Shout out to the 72 Dolphins, baby. Perfection. Where's Kyle Brandt at right now? Someone let me know where Kyle Brandt is. Clown. Where you at, Kyle Brandt? All right, let's get this, baby. Let's get this, baby. I believe. I believe. All right, do your props. Let's get this game rolling, baby. Talking about Tua's concussion and everything that's come with it after. Of course they are. What are you guys going to talk about after this? Jeez. My God, that's all they talk about. All right, let's go. All right. All right, finally we start. Hey, first time we actually get to start off a game and get the football to start the game. Because we lost the coin toss and are not deferring. So the Steelers will get the ball at half. All right, let's do this. All right, again, one more time before we get going here. Your inactives, no Myles Gaskin, Kader Kahu and Keon Crossan now at the cornerback, and no Ogba. What does that mean? Teron Armstead is in today. Brandon Shell was activated and elevated yesterday, signed to the squad. So there you go. No Ogba. Also with Crossan and Kahu, the Dolphins only have 3 active cornerbacks. Now Rowe can play corner, and we got safeties that can, Brandon Jones can go in the slot. Let's see. All right, opening kickoff. Back to the one. It is going to be returned. Oh, here we go. And it's Mostert. Mostert. Big return. Fighting for extra yards. Let's go. Brought down at the 29. 28-yard return. Let's go, Tua. Let's go, Uno. Let's go, Uno. Let's go, Uno. I believe, baby. Come on, Uno. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. 2 under center. Single back. 2-by-1. False start. Eichenberg. Eichenberg is not an NFL starter. Eichenberg is trash. Someone try to tell me. Every game this guy. What a useless. Unbelievable. All right, let's go. 2 in the gun. Motion Hill to the right. Now he's back into the backfield motioning. Fake the handoff. Quick screen. He's tackled. They read it all the way. And that was a loss of yardage. We are going to be on 2nd down and long. 2nd and about 20. 2nd and 19, I apologize. We have lost 9 yards. We started on the 29-yard line. We're at the 20-yard line right now. Two in the gun. Motion, Sherfield. Fake the handoff. Quick throw. All day. Jalen Waddle, he's going to get all the yardage we need and more. First down. Look at Jalen Waddle. Look at this. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Quick release by Tua. Avoids that pressure. Jalen Waddle all day, baby. All day, baby. To the 40-yard line now. 1st and 10. Huge gain by the Dolphins. Almost 21 yards. Big throw. Big gain again to Tyreek Hill. Gain of 17. Let's go. Let's go. Chains are moving. So are the sticks, baby. Let's go. Uno. Uno. Woo. Woo. Even with Tyreek tripping, ball's still there for him to make the catch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pardon my language, but fuck you, Brian Flores. Let's go. Put this down their throats. Eat that second level up. Woo! Woo! Fake the snap. Ooh, they did a little fake handoff. The whole team sold it, and a quick spin by Tua to the slant on Tyreek gets 10 like that. Nice play design. Nice execution. Woo! Let's go. I formation. 1-by-1 set. 2 under center. They're going to give the ball this time. Mozart's going to try and make a man miss. He's going to gain about 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. They actually gave him 8. They didn't give him the full 10 for Tyreek's completion. Oh, now they're going to give us that first down. There you go. We needed 1. We got the first. There you go. They gave it to us. Let's go. Let's go. Those look hard with the patches. I'm just saying. Man, those sweaters are fire. First down. 1st and 10. Dolphins driving. Let's set the tone, baby. The Dolphins are taking a timeout. A little bit of confusion with personnel coming in late. Let's go. Look at, they put the PFF ranks on screen. That's why people take PFF so seriously and look at it as gospel. They put it up here on Sunday Night Football because Collinsworth is in here. Guarantee that was part of Collinsworth's deal that you got to put on PFF. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. All right, let's go. 1st and 10. 11:58 left. Dolphins driving. All right. It is what it is, baby. 2 is back. Energy is real. We are at the 33-yard line of Pittsburgh. 2-by-1 set. They motion Mozart into the backfield. Tries to pick up a blitz. Hits Gesicki over the middle down to the 15-yard line. Let's go. Hope you took the over on 1.5. Might get sexy. Out of the 3-point stance, baby. Are you kidding me right now? Look at this. What a throw by Tua. Pressure coming. Timing perfect. Execution even better. I formation. Hand off to Mozart. There's a gap. And Mozart's going to take it down to about the 7-yard line. Let's go. Let's go. 2nd and short. Dolphins are rolling right now, baby. Where you at, Flo? Where you at, Flo? This is what an offense looks like that you couldn't bring to Miami. This is why you're gone, brother. Let's go. All right. From the 8.5-yard line. 2 in the gun. Fakes it. Over the middle. Ooh! Gesicki wants a flag. There was a slant. I don't know. I got to see it again. Happened real quick. Oh. It hit Gesicki in the mask. Gesicki, you got to make that catch, brother. What is that? What is that? Come on, guys. You got to hit him in your face. Make the catch, bro. Make the catch. Give me a break. Tua moving up, moving around. He's going to take the throw. Moser did for the touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Just like that, baby. My quarterback's back. Just like that. Just like that. What a smart decision by Tua Tagovailoa. Rolls up, steps up, rolls out of the pocket. Eichenberg gets manhandled by Hayward. Tua makes a throw in the flats to Mozart, who runs it up the left sideline. In for the score. Let's go, baby. Just like that. My quarterback's back, baby. Sanders, extra point. At least he can still make those. 7, set the tone, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback, baby. Uno all day. All day, baby. Like he never left. Like Uno never left, baby. What a phenomenal drive for the Dolphins. Love it. Like Uno never left, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the watch, Mr. Tua makes my life better, much better. Let's go, baby. That's what a franchise quarterback does for you. He makes you feel better. He makes you confident. He makes you have hope. And my franchise quarterback does that for me. Period. Unbelievable first drive for the Miami Dolphins. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I'm here for it. Are you? Here's what it looks like after that first drive for Miami. Oh, let me bring it back for a sec here. All right. Why is that not working? Let me Gesicki over here getting hit in the face with the ball. Bro, I couldn't believe that. Like, are you serious? Unbelievable. If you look at it right now, what it looks like, guys. Shout out to D-Hugga for the Gesicki over here getting into football. Tua 6 for 7 on that drive, 68 yards and a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 2 rushes for 8 yards. The other thing you gotta love, Tyreek Hill, 3 receptions for 22. Jalen Waddle, 1 reception for 20. Gesicki, 1 for 18. Ball being spread around. It's a beautiful thing. Whew. Whew. All right, defense. It is your turn to go here. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right. 7-0 right now for the Dolphins. All right. From the 25-yard line, Pickett under center, offset eye. They're going to hand it to Najee. He's going to go to the right side, and he's going to move. He fought forward. He's going to gain about 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd and 7. All right, we're going to see. I am very interested to see how they're going to attack our offense with Pickett. Like, I am very interested to see how this is going to happen. Maybe they just target Noah Benogany. That's what I'd do. All right, 7-0. 2nd and 7. From the 28-yard line of the Steelers. Pickett under center, 1-by-1, single back, set. They're going to hand the ball off to the left side. Najee, they're just going to run the football. Najee is going to bring up a 3rd and short. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 right now. And they're trying to hurry up against the Dolphins defense right now. Pickett in the gun. 2-by-1 receiver set. Najee comes out of the backfield as a check. Pickett goes deep and overthrows his intended target. And that will be a 3-and-out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just like that. The pass was not even in, wasn't even in the vicinity. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new. And the punt on 4th and 3 is going to go out of bounds at like the 30. Whoa, it's going to be out of bounds near the 42-yard line. Where are they? Yep. Oh, wow. We get the ball at the 45-yard line. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm here for it. We're not even gonna go over what that that drive looked like stats wise, because there ain't nothing to talk about. Quick 3-and-out for that defense. Let's go. Here we go. We got to get him. I want to get him into a point where we're forcing him to throw early. Let's go. Igbo, let's go. Igbo burnt again. We got great field position, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this. There are points to be put on the board right now. Good God, let's put them on. Let's run this up. Let's run this up. Let's make a statement that Tua's back. I want to see Teddy Bridgewater in the 4th quarter. I mean, none of us want to see that. But I want it to be that bad where they say, yeah, we're going to go with Teddy. Sit it down, Tua. You lit Flores and them up. That's the type of ass kicking I'm trying to see tonight. I'm trying to see the Alabama. Do we start him in the 2nd half? We'll play him in the 3rd and then, sit him for the 4th. That's what I'm trying to see. Because I don't know how Kenny... They're so confident that they can handle Kenny Pickett. They only dressed 3 full-time corners. And they're like, well, we got Rowe and, he can move to safety if we need him to. Like, that's how confident they are that they can handle this guy. Think about that. I do need a Craycraft TD. Let's go. Let's get that Craycraft TD next. I need a Craycraft and a Waddle TD, to be honest with you. But what I really need, because I already hit the 1 on the parlay, I hit Raheem Mostert. Now I need 2 defensive touchdowns for the Dolphins, and one of those in the 2nd half. That's why I need us to be pushing. I don't know. Is Ethan Carter active tonight? Is he even back? Have they even cleared him yet? I don't know if they've cleared him yet. I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid, War Devil. I love Kool-Aid. That shit hits right. I'm just saying. On a nice summer day. Shout out to D-Hugger. It says Iggy will get a pick tonight. Bro, you know what what are the odds on that? That's got to be plus, 10,000. All right, let's go. 200 center, single back, motion Ingold to the left, toss to the left. Good blocking from Sherfield and Ingold. Mostert's going to get something out of it, almost 5 actually. Second and a very manageable down and distance coming up right now. Good run right there. What up, King Z305? 440 of you in the room. Smash that like button. We're locked in, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Ethan Carter's on IR. He ain't been activated. I know that. The real question is Byron going to be back before the bye? Because I don't know. All right. 2nd and 5. 8:50 and ticking from the 40-yard line. Fake the handoff. Woo! On the slant down to the Pittsburgh Steelers 35. Woo! Gain of 25 yards. Tua to who? Jalen Waddle. Wow, all of a sudden Jalen Waddle's killing it again. Let's go, baby. Everyone do your Waddle. Let's go. See, protecting that football. Levi Wallace. Nice throw by Tua. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 200 center. Single back is Mostert. It's a tight formation. Wing back now motions, which was Ingold. And they're going to hand it off. Mostert with a nice run. Gain of about 13-14. We're rolling, baby. Only a couple yards outside of the Steelers' red zone. Let's go. 7:50 and ticking. Woo! Raheem, the dream. Mostert getting it done on the ground. I'm loving every minute of this. Let's go. Tua back, baby. Got my quarterback back. All right, let's go. Let's go. Woo! Motion. Give the handoff, and Mosert's going to try and get the edge. He's going to get a block, and he's going to get another 11.5 yards. Raheem Mostert's absolutely killing it. I said it before at the beginning of the season. I'll say it again. Raheem Mostert running back 1, baby. Raheem the Dream Mostert, baby. Absolutely getting it done. Good push by the offensive line. Let's go. I formation. Ingold is leading the way. 2 receivers to the left. They're going to give to Chase Edmonds, and obviously he's going to slow it down. Only a gain of 2 yards. Raheem the Dream Mostert, baby. That's all I know. That's all I know, baby. 2 on the boot to his open side. Oh! Ducked his head into it. Slide, kid. Slide. Please. Tua, don't go head first, please. Slide. Slide. This guy's going head first. Stop it, please. Like, you got to slide, Tua. All right? You don't need to take that. Tua in the gun. 3rd and 4. Motion to the left side. Tua, he's looking, surveying. Over the middle. Oh, Mostert got lit up. Mostert got lit up. He had the first down and got lit up. Mostert had the first down on the slant. He got lit. And the ball came out. He got popped. Whew. Wow. Mostert took a licking right there. Was that Minka, too, that laid him out? I wasn't watching the number. I was watching the shoulder. Whoo! Sanders hits the field goal. Man, few points left on the board there. 10-0. Yeah, it was Minka. Minka laid the licking. Woo! It was a beautiful throw from Tua to Mostert, but Mostert got he laid the lumber, and he laid the lumber right into the chest where the football was. Perfect technique, perfect hit by Minka. Oh, damn. Damn, watch, mister. Why'd you gotta do him like that? Why you gotta do him like that? Man. The watch mister is not playing around with his donation. Not playing around with his donation. Because the watch mister says, Tua. Well, first of all, he donates $4.99. And then he says, Tua, please slide like you would into Giselle Buchanan's DMs. Wow. Are you talking about Tua or Antonio Brown? You're talking about Tua or Antonio Brown. This man came for the Giselle Buchanan DMs. My God. Tua's a married Christian man. He doesn't do that. Now, Antonio Brown. You know. Now, Tua might slide into Jesus Christ or God's DMs. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about anyone else. Is there a lineman out there? He might slide into Taylor Moton's DMs. You know what I mean? The homie Logan, Darth Logan, just messaged me too. He said, hey, where's the flag for player safety? I agree. Where's the flag on the hit from Moses? It was a clean hit. Richard says, slide like you slide into the Bible. There you go. Martina Davis is asking it too. How was that not a penalty on Mostert? You know? So, he's got to slide or throw it away, man. It was a clean hit, though, I thought. He hit the ball. You know what I mean? That's why the ball popped out. Oh, look it. Flores is up in the box so we can get a good view of it. I wish you're on the sideline. Look at this jabroni. Get this clown off my screen right now. Please. Please get this clown off my screen. All right, let's go, baby. Yeah, he didn't want to get booed out there. And Antoine Lee is 110% right. Antoine Lee knows what's up. Man, I would have told people to bring their tomatoes and tomato the guy like it's in 1962. 5:30 left. 10-0. Oh, there he is making he's seeing Ruthie Polinsky. Cam Wolf. Mike Gesicki. Was that Darrell Bevell, I think, too? He's shaking hands with Darrell Bevell. All right. Everyone just needs to throw tomatoes at him with two on the face of the tomato. So he sees to his face before he gets hit. All right, Kenny Pickett rolls to the right. And he's going to, big pop by Jalen Phillips on Pat Freiermuth. But he's still going to gain about 8 yards. Second and short. Yeah, Tua's got to look out. Not head first, man. Relax on trying to, steamroll guys right now. All right, defense. 2nd and 3. After that 7-yard gain. Pickett in the gun. Motion. 3-by-1 receiver set. Oh, pressure was coming. Oh, he got picked! Justin Bethel with the interception! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Someone please screenshot and make a sad Flores meme we can all use. Let's go. Let's go. Justin Bethel. Kenny Pickett, the turnover machine. Man, I wish he would have ran that all back. Who needs to dress more than 3 CBs when you face Kenny Pickett? Good? Should be good now. Should be good now. Denisha, you're right. Eichenberg should have been gone. I needed that guy gone last week. We should be good now. Everyone's saying mute, mute. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Do their feet really entangle with each other, or does the receiver just hit his own feet? It looks to me like he does hit the knee of the defender, which makes this defensive pass interference.
It's good. Let's go. All right. Great field position again from the 47 of the Dolphins. Motion Sherfield looking sharp with all that orange. Toss to the left side to Chase Edmonds. He's going to get that edge. Woo! And he's going to gain about 12. Man, if he wouldn't have been tripped up, Chase Edmonds could have been gone. He could have been gone. My Lord. Thanks, Josh. I don't know whether that's a compliment or not. That he's saying I could do better than Eichenberg. Let's go. I formation. 1-by-1 receiver set. 2 under center. Hand off again to Chase Edmonds now. And Chase is going to take it down to about the 41-yard line. He gains the first. Needed 1. Got about 3 or 4. I don't know. That was not defensive pass interference. All right. 350 and ticking. 1st and 10. 10-0. Dolphins. 2 in the gun. Split back formation. Ingold to the right. Edmonds to the left. 2 receivers split out wide right. They're going to now motion Ingold into like a wingback position on the right side. Then motion him to the left. Tua stepping back. Over the middle. He's got Waddle. Could have had a bit of a better throw there to lead Waddle. Instead, Waddle still makes the catch, but there's no yards after the catch. Wide open. Wide open. Waddle was wide open over the second level. Tua didn't lead him. Tua threw it, threw him to a spot, really. Oof. Big play, though. They are down to the Steelers' 23.5-yard line. Motion Sherfield to the right. Fake the handoff. Toss over Gesicki's head, who was coming out into the flats on like a wheel route. Incompletion. A rare, Tua keeping that ball off the ground. Tua right now 8 for 11 for 111 yards and a touchdown. I need a Waddle touchdown right now, please. Split back, motion Sherfield to the left. Tua. Oh, Threw it high for Tyreek, who got a hand on it and almost went to Levi Wallace. Wow. The throw was a little bit behind Tyreek. High. Oh, sorry. It was high. I apologize. It was high and in front of him. Hill got a hand on it and tipped it right to Wallace, and Wallace couldn't come down with it. Whew. All right, 2 in the gun. 2-by-1 set. Tua back. Gesicki drops the football. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the pass breakup. That'll bring up 4th and 10. Mike dropped the football. Another Gesicki drop. Sanders in for the attempt. It's only 41 yards, so he should be good. All right. Field goal is good for 41 yards. And it is now 13-0. Would like to see some more points. Would like to see some more points. I'll take it, though. Gesicki should have made that catch. You would have been a 4th and 1, though. The fact of the matter is you still would have been short of the sticks. Right? So, it's not like it was well past the sticks. All right, this is how it's looking right now. Tua, 8 of 13 for 111. A 114.6 passer rating. Raheem Mostert leading the way on the ground. 5 carries, 36 yards. He's averaging 7.2 yards per carry. You look at our receivers right now. Jalen Waddle, 3 receptions for 63 yards. Tyreek, 3 receptions for 22. Mike Gesicki, 1 reception for 18. Also, over there, ain't much going on. Kenny Pickett, 1 for 3, 6 yards, and an interception. Najee has 2 carries. I mean, it's not pretty if you're a Steelers fan. This one's got to be hurting. Right now, the possession is 10 minutes and 26 seconds to 2:07 for the Dolphins. Like, wow, that's not good. That is not good at all. Other than that, not really much to talk about. I mean, you look at the yardage. Right now, they are being outgained as an offense. 165 to 13. The Steelers, it's not a pretty scene for them. It is not a pretty scene for the Steelers. Hey, we're going to get the points. We're just going to keep getting drives. So I'm not worried. We smoking this Steeler pack tonight, says Shag Fins. I agree. Everyone knows I am not a Kenny Pickett fan. Not a Kenny Pickett fan. Everyone knows this coming out of Pittsburgh. There were people saying they wanted Kenny Pickett drafted over Tua. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Man, if we could have won one of those games when he was out, we could be staring. Unbelievable. All right. Let's go. Still a lot of football to be left. All right. And ball out of the back of the end zone. Yeah, Antoine, I'm not a fan of Kenny Pickett. I think he ate because of what's-his-face, Jordan Addison, the receiver, that stud receiver. I think Addison was out of his mind last year. I think that's why Kenny Pickett even look good was because Jordan Addison was crazy, disgustingly good last year for Pitt, the receiver. All right, from the 25-yard line, Pickett in the gun. He's going to hand it to Najee. Najee's going to delay and kick it out on the left edge, and he's going to gain about 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Yeah, exactly, Antoine. He's still balling, and he's got a better quarterback. Caleb Williams, man, when he comes out, not this draft and the next draft, that guy's QB1, bro. If that guy was coming out this draft, it would be a hard choice between him and Levis for me if I was a GM. All right, Kenny Pickett in the gun. Najee to his right, 2-by-1 set. He's going to throw the screen. Jalen Phillips went for the block, didn't get there. Nice tackle by Bethel. Justin Bethel with a great tackle to stop the first down being gained and stop them short. And it is 3rd down and about 2, I believe, right now. So great job by Justin Bethel. Wow. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to take it short. Freiermuth. And he gets the first down. He's out of bounds. There's your first down for the Steelers. Yeah, let him get comfortable. Let him get comfortable. And then we're going to pick him again. I hate cut blocks, man. They're so dangerous for those big guys. I get they're a part of the game, but, man, they're dangerous as shit for those big guys. All right, motion. It is a heavy set, and they're going to hand it off on the jet sweep. Was that Deontay Johnson, I believe? Good tackle by Van Ginkel right there. 2nd down. Gain of about 3 or 4. All right. Motion. We are in man. And they're going to give it. Jalen Warren's going to gain about 2-3 yards. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And that's going to bring upon the second quarter. All right, let's go over the box score. Again, you look at it, Tua, 8 of 13, 111 yards and a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 5 carries, 36 yards. Jalen Waddle, 3 receptions, 63 yards. Tyreek, 3 receptions for 22. Pat Freiermuth leading the way, the only one really getting anything. He has 2 receptions for 14 yards. Kenny Pickett, 3 of 5 for 18 yards. Najee, 3 carries for 11 yards. You look at the team stats, now they're adding to it. It looks more impressive, but they're still getting outgained by 130 yards. 165 to 35. And possession time, 10:26 to 4:34. The Dolphins right now are averaging 7.5 yards per play as an offense. The Steelers are averaging 3.5. That is freaking terrible. I agree with Denisha, too. Outstanding quarter. Was it perfect? No, it would have been perfect if we would have turned those 2 field goals into touchdown drives. That would have been perfect, but outstanding, phenomenal quarter. Nonetheless, I'll take it. I don't think any of us, a lot better than what it's been the last 3 weeks. I'm just saying. We look like the team all of us expected us to look like in this stretch of the schedule that started with the Jets. Now we look at the team, and funny enough, it's because Tua came back. Even with all these injuries to the secondary, Tua's a difference. And what I kept telling y'all guys, when Raven fans And Bills fans, oh, now you guys are about injuries. Da 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 da. And what I kept telling y'all, listen, did we beat a banged up Bills team? Sure. Did we beat a banged up Ravens team? Sure. But were they missing their Tua Tagovailoa? Last I checked, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen played, and that gave them a fighting chance in any game. If Teddy was starting, who knows what the score would be right now? We've seen us get the ball at our own 45 or 40 with Teddy, and we don't even get pass across midfield. Just saying. All right, Kenny in the gun. Running back to his right. And he's going to move up the middle. Ah! Jalen Phillips stops him short. Jalen Phillips stops him short. 4th down. Great play. Great play. Great play, man. They're going for it. 4th and 1, they're going for it. They're going to give it. Oh, they got it. Damn. Jalen Warren, he got shook by that hit, too. They got it. They ended up getting it. Great play by Jalen Phillips, though, to force that. Wish that would have been at like their 40 or their 30. It would have been a much different story, right? All right. Single back. They're going to motion. Receiver to the left side out of a stack to the right. Kenny Pickett. Oh, play action. He's feeling it. He's going to take the check down to Najee. Missed tackle galore. Najee should have been stopped after a 4-yard gain and instead turns it into like a 12, 13-yard gain. Poor tackling. Poor tackling by the 2nd and 3rd level. Oh, that was Roberts. Bethel had him lined up and then Roberts took him out. Oh, Landon Roberts, you jabroni. Spin move off Phillips was big, though. But, bro, Bethel had him lined up and then Roberts took Bethel out. Roberts tackled the wrong guy. My Lord. All right, pressure's in the backfield, but it's off the left side. Not good enough. Najee going to get tackled by Van Ginkel after a gain of about 4, almost 5. What the hell was Roberts doing? All right, here we go. Josh Boyer. They're showing him. All right. Motion. Here comes the pressure up the middle. The easy throws right there. Van Ginkel makes a stop. They're just giving high percentage throws to Kenny Pickett right now. They bootlegged him to his left side, and they just gave him a guy in the flats running out with him, and he just hit him. It'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and short. Just a short gain. 3rd and 3 now. All right, let's go. Let's go. 12:05 and ticking left in the 2nd. Right now, the Steelers are driving, and they're getting some time of possession here. That's why you got to man, you turn those into. So, from the 28, and he incomplete throw to Deontay Johnson on the left side, who looks for a flag and doesn't get one. 4th and 3. Noah in the coverage area. Not a good throw by Kenny Pickett to the left side, though. That was not a good throw. All right. So a 45-yard field goal attempt right now. Boswell out to attempt. And he's good. So Pittsburgh officially on the board. I believe what was my prediction? 27-10. I just don't see how they're gonna put up a lot. Noah's still trash. I just don't see how they're gonna put up a lot of points against us. Jonathan, you need to stop with the All-Pro. Y'all are wildin'. Y'all are wildin'. Noah, this is your time to shine. My God. 31-10 says Florida born, Kentucky grown. Well. Is Craycraft even like here tonight?
Some family hang time. Check. Winter, am I right? Check. Well, it's all down.
I haven't even seen River Craycraft tonight.
Take on winter with everything you need to stay active at Sport Check. That Tropicana feeling. It's the feeling of
Because I got a prop on him. I need him to get a touchdown. Well, really, since I've already hit the Mostert prop, it's time for some defensive touchdowns.
goodness. That Tropicana feeling.
Some things leave you guessing. MailChimp takes
He's a grower, not a shower.
by analyzing data from billions of emails.
Y'all are wild in the comments.
Will improve engagement and revenue. Guess less and sell more with Intuit MailChimp.
I agree, joint to joint. For what you just said, they couldn't be leaning on Jalen Warren and Najee Harris if it was 21-0 right now. I don't know if Mosert's been in since he got rocked. Let's hope he's okay. We're going to find out.
How did Tua take his team right down the field for the touchdown? We'll take a look. It was the quick release. It was the play action. Get the ball out of your hands. Get it to the play.
Look at how quick Tua gets it out.
Pirouette right there. And this has been the way that
Crazy. Nothing even over 2.2 seconds in what they just showed.
style offense, and there was the touchdown. The only time
Let's go.
he didn't basically catch it and throw it was one time he bootlegged out and took a hit.
Well, we're going to find out right now. If Raheem Mostert isn't out there right now. Yeah, because Edmonds is back there returning now.
Working with Kyle Shanahan, went from run game coordinator to offensive coordinator. Really, the last 14 years of his career was with Shanahan. And part of his adjustment to being a head coach, and it's been hard the last few weeks. He was great at 3.
Let me see if I can. I'm going to try and see if I can find out for you guys any update on Raheem Mostert. I haven't seen.
Shanahan and John Lynch and the other folks in San Francisco led him into the process.
You ever met with a head coach quite like him?
Raheem Mostert's out there right now on the field, so we're good. Mostert's out there now. All right, here we go. Sherfield, motions, fake. Oh. Devin Bush, good coverage on Tyreek Hill right there on the slant.
Mike, I talked to two-time Super Bowl winning head coach
Good coverage right there.
Shanahan about bringing Mike McDaniel on as a student.
Why aren't we running on that down though, man?
Felt the best way to learn was through the offensive line. So he put McDaniel with O-line coach Alex Gibbs, who was so tough and so demanding. He said that if McDaniel could make it through that summer without complaining, he could do this job. He said McDaniel got right.
All right, let's go. Yeah, I love McDaniel's hoodie. Apparently the stuff at the store tonight was real nice. All right, motion, Gesicki to the left. Tua steps back to Sherfield. And Sherfield, nice extra effort. Nice extra effort, man. On 2nd and 10, it's going to be a gain of about 7, and it'll bring up about 3rd and 3. Great extra effort by Sherfield. Looked like he was stopped in his tracks. Was able to turn around and gain about an extra 2-3 yards. Great, great, great effort by Sherfield there. All right, 3rd and 3 right now. 11:05 left in the game, and it's ticking away. 13-3. 2 in the gun. Trips bunch to the left. One receiver to the right, which is Sherfield. They're going to motion Mostert to that side. Hill's in the backfield. They're going to hit Sherfield again. Needed 3, got about 5. First down, Miami Dolphins. Let's go. Sherfield looking classy with the orange gloves, the orange mouthpiece, the orange armband, and the orange cleats. Only one like that. I like it. It looks fire. Sherfield's just so steady and reliable when it comes to making clutch catches, when it comes to pass blocking, run blocking. I really love this guy, man. I agree. Brady Horn just donated $1.99, and he said starting to really love Sherfield. I agree, man. He is an unsung hero in this offense. All right, let's go. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. They're going to give it to Mozart, who's going to delay, and he's going to fight forward, and he's going to gain about 3 yards, bring up 2nd and 7.
McDaniel, Chris, if we were casting for a movie and looking for an NFL head coach and they set down 50 guys, this would be the 51st one.
Let's go.
He doesn't fit the part, right?
Let's go. 2nd and 7 right now. 9:50 left. I love Sherfield too, Brady. He's a beast. Single back after the motion. Ingle to the left. Tua steps back. Ooh. Tried to hit Tyreek again. Good coverage. I want to see a replay on that one. 3rd and 7. What happened there? Levi Wallace with good coverage? Oh, they tried to jam him at the line. Just a throw a little ahead of Tyreek. The jam threw Tyreek off. The jam threw the timing off on that throw. All right, 3rd and 7. Chase Edmonds. Tyreek. Are you kidding me, Chase Edmonds? Chase Edmonds drops a football, and he had the whole left side to go up and make a play and get the 1st down and more, and this guy drops another football. They brought everyone to the middle of the field to the right side of the field and cleared pivot route for Chase Edmonds, had the whole left side. Great design, and Edmonds blows it. This guy is so trash. I want Myles Gaskin. I'm sorry. Morstead punts all the way back to about the 12, and he's stuffed up. Big job in coverage by Elijah Campbell and Justin Bethel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm taking Myles Gaskin over Chase Edmonds. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gaskin makes that play.
Proud fathers look more proud. Officiants look more official. And best friends look better than ever. Morse.
You got to make that catch and play. When Tyreek Hill and your guys are being shut down, you need those. You need those. God, I hate him. Well, I don't hate him, but man, I hate that signing right now. That's a better word. I hate that signing right now. I hate the Chase Edmonds signing right now. This guy is just, how many key drops? He did it with Skyler on 3rd down. He did it with Tua and the Bengals in the touchdown. This guy just key drops, man. The Watch Mister says, Chase Edmonds has cement shoes for hands. Bro, at least, cement shoes you can clasp together. This guy's got, like, fins. So, like, when they hit, like, and not, like, good dolphin fins. I'm talking, like, the fins on the end of a fish that are, like, that thin little fleshy, and it just, the ball would just go right through it. This guy's just brutal. This guy's just brutal. What a waste of money. I'm sorry. Enough of this Butterfinger. Enough of this guy.
First time since 2003. Life without Big Ben. Big Ben's home, hanging with the kids and the family. And Mike Tomlin and Ben, 18 years together. Longest career run without a losing season. And those terrible towels tell a great story.
Butterfingers over here, man.
Always hard to replace a legend, especially guys been around all that time, like Roethlisberger was the 18 years.
All right. After the good coverage at the 14-yard line of the Steelers, 9:19 left, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, and then they're going to pitch it, and it's going to be a loss. Great coverage. Duke Riley brings him down at about the 10 or 11-yard line, depending on the spot. Great stuff there, man. Great stuff. Love it. Man, Gaskin should not have been inactive. You should be benching Chase Edmonds right now. 2nd and 14. All right, let's go. 8:40 left. 2nd and 14. Pickett deep, wide open. George Pickens. Wide open. Up the left side. Right on Noah. Attaboy, Noah. Where's Noah running to? Well, what is Noah doing on that? Bro, Noah, unreal. Come on. All right, 1st and 10, 8 minutes and ticking. Kenny back. And they're going to go underneath again to Freiermuth. And he's only going to gain about 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Noah gonna Noah, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why everyone's so shocked. All right, Kenny in the gun. He's going to take the snap. They're going to hand it to Najee on 2nd and 6. And Najee's going to get about 3, maybe 4. I think about 3. So I'm bring up 3rd and 3. 7 minutes and ticking away in the second quarter. Time of possession has really started to shift in their favor. They're now only just under 3 minutes away. So they've really closed the gap. At one point, they're almost 9 minutes under. So I need that pick 6. Yeah, I need that defensive touchdown. Let's go. 3rd and 2. Kenny Pickett in the gun. 2-by-1. He's going to go to that left side. First down to Deontay Johnson. Noah Igbenogany in coverage. Now they're targeting Noah. All right, Kenny back to throw. Underneath. Oh, gets to Pickens, who's going to get it to the 40-yard line. 6 minutes and counting. They are driving. Pass rush is just not getting there right now. Looks like Melvin's coming off that right side. Oh. Wide open. Pickens for the first down. The right sideline. Just killing us short right now. Looking way too easy right now for the Steelers. Good blocking by the Steelers, too. All right. Cover 0 right now. Najee, the motion. They're going to pitch it to Claypool. Everyone converges. How does he not have a loss? There's a flag on the play. Topher, their O-line's actually not horrible. They've given up the second least amount of pressures in the NFL. And they're ranked 13th in sacks given up, too. Let's go. 10-yard penalty, illegal block in the back on Najee Harris. 4:58 left. It was on Duke Riley. Yeah, for sure. They got him. They got him. All right, let's go. Kenny. Back. Underneath. Wow. They're getting the yardage back. Can y'all hear me now? Are we good? We good? Let me know. All right, Kenny. They got some of that yardage back and a couple other extra yards. All right. 2nd and 9. Najee. Oh, he gets the toss. Oh, big stuff up. Let's go. Ingram was there. Finished it off. Huge play by the defense right there. Huge play by the defense. Let's go. Huge. They put Claypool on Ingram, and look at how easily he got past him. Let's go. All right, 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12. Kenny in the gun. Back to pass. And he's taking off. He's going to get the first down. Wow. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12. Wow. And they give this guy almost 15 yards up the middle of the field. 16 yards up the middle. Oh, man. No one there. No one there. That man coverage just left the middle of the field. The man coverage just cleared the middle of the field. Wow. They're taking like this whole quarter on this drive. All right, 1st and 10. Hand off to Najee. He goes to the left side. He bumps. Oh, man. They give up now 12 to Najee on the ground. Here we go. Here we go. No penetration, man. All right, from the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Kenny Pickett, hand off to Najee. Almost got that left side, but he's going to get knocked down to the gain of 3. He gets knocked down at the 7. We got a bunch of weaknesses right now, Matthew. We got offensive line weaknesses. We got linebacker weaknesses. And we got corner depth weaknesses. If Byron and all of our corners were healthy, we could get away with the weaknesses at the second level to an extent. We got to get a stop. Hold them to a field goal.
So today, let's paint with Behr and make your home yours. Get Canada's most trusted brand of paint, starting at $43.97.
Man, if we could have turned just one of those field goal drives into a touchdown with that great field position, we'd be in such good shape right now. I ain't giving up. Don't give up, baby. Don't give up. We got this. There's still a lot of football to be played. Now, The thing is, they get the ball at the start of the second half. So, not a fan of how this is lining up. Like, they have taken a lot of time off the clock with this drive. Come on, man. Right now, this drive has been over 7 minutes. They've had the ball for 7 minutes and 24 seconds. D. Wolverine says these guys know their linebackers are trash and never addressed it. This shouldn't even be close, to be honest. I agree with you, D. Wolverine. Let's get the turnover here, though, man. From the 7.5-yard line. Man coverage, press at that. Fade to the right. Noah doesn't even turn to play the ball. Kenny Pickett on the fade. Right corner, touchdown. Noah doesn't even turn. Noah, like, all y'all trying to sell me this Noah narrative. Keep it, please. Didn't even turn to make a play on the football. Noah, like, is just... And remember how high I was in George Pickens in the draft, too. If y'all remember. If y'all remember. I was huge on George Pickens. And the field goal extra point is good, and it's a 3-point game. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All of those people prematurely giving Noah all this love. Bro, he's terrible.
Miami the first 13, Pittsburgh the last 10. When we spoke to Kenny Pickett yesterday, he was talking about the rookie out of Georgia, George Pickens, and his quote was, he's one of a kind. He makes plays you don't see. Kenny said, there's a play made in practice this week that stuck with me the rest of practice. Like, dude, you got to focus on practice, man. Get these things down. But he said, that's the kind of plays Pickens makes every day. Of course, all the time I spend on
Definitely a forgettable first half for Noah. You know, Kenny Pickett out here getting his confidence built with every target thrown. And fumble by Mostert on the kickoff. He is going to down it at the 14-yard line. Ugly. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
This is exactly what Mike McDaniel told us he saw during practice. He's come back sharp and ready to go.
No, he was. He hasn't taken a hit really in the pocket yet, but the one time he came
All right, let's go. Igbenogany, the worst first-round pick ever. 2 in the gun. 2x1 receiver set. Sorry, 2x2 receiver set. I apologize. Gonna motion Moser to his left. Back to pass over the middle. Woo! To Trent Sherfield. Big catch and tight coverage. Wow! What a dime! What a catch! Woo! The level of confidence in Tua to make that throw to Sherfield. Wow.
And then you go, who? You got to pay attention to Waddle and Hill and Secchi, and now Sherfield is going to come down the middle of the field, but that has been where the damage has been, and really where it has been throughout the course of this season.
Wow. All right, takes a snap. Mostert up the left side, and he's going to gain about 7. We got all of our timeouts. Oh, sorry, we got 2 of them because Tua used one earlier. But the confidence and the accuracy on Tua to make that throw, wow. All right, we are at the 48.5-yard line. Tua steps up, moves, and he's going to drive, and he's going to slide. And he got the first down. 37 seconds and counting. Just call the timeout. Call the timeout. We're wasting time. Just call the timeout, man.
Not only do you go for it there without taking the timeout, but you mess it up.
Why are you not calling the timeout, man?
2 timeouts, running clock.
Come on.
In a 10-second runoff.
We lost 14 seconds and you got a false start. Call the timeout. Come on. Eichenberg again. This guy trash. Get Eichenberg off my TV screen. For real.
It's Liam Eichenberg flagged for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, and it just is hard, right? You come up there to the line of scrimmage, and everything's frenetic, and come on, let's go, and you know you've got that tough reach block inside. Timeout would have been a good thought there.
Yep, so they're down to 1. They use it to avoid.
All right, let's go.
Clock was reset to 26.
Here we go. Reset to 26. 2 in the gun. Goes deep. He's got him. Big catch and completion to Tyreek Hill. Big throw up the right side. And we're going to use our final timeout with 21 seconds remaining. Let's go. Let's go.
In field goal range with 21 seconds left, leading by 3.
Jesus.
Day 1, I didn't know,
Come on.
but then you showed me what's good. No one has pride like you.
Liam Eichenberg is just so brutal. Holy.
Sharing the love. Because the more you connect, the better you connect. And now,
All right, let's go, man.
this is my home.
Let's go.
Honey. Hello?
Tua just dropping dimes.
You're paying with Visa Debit, right?
Let's go.
Debit?
Oh, sweetie. If you're
Let's
paying
go,
with Visa
baby.
Debit, you can use it to shop online, and the money comes right out of your bank account.
I didn't know I could pay that way.
Let's get some points on this board.
He said sorry.
We'll workshop it.
We need to get a touchdown.
Debit. Shop on apps and
Tired of these field
from
goals.
your bank account. Visa.
When you play together, you discover new worlds together with Kinder Surprise.
Enough of these field goals. Let's go get some. Let's put 6 on the board.
And explore.
Let's put 6 on the board.
The free app today.
Man, this offense is just so much better with 2. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right. Let's put it on the board, baby. Let's put it on the board. Come on, Tua.
End of 2025, we aim to have Happy Meal toys made from more than
I agree, Andy Jackson. Liam and Iggy, first bus out of town.
can keep on coming.
First bus out of town.
Welcome to the White Lotus. Italy so romantic.
Ah, come on, man. This is the longest timeout ever. You got halftime coming up anyways. Come on. Let's go. Man, we could have had one timeout left in 45 seconds after that slide. I don't know what they waited for. I don't know what they waited for. Bad time management. Come on, man. All right. At the 28-yard line, 21 seconds left. 2 in the gun. Trips bunch to the left. 2 stacked to the right. They're going to motion Mostert. A lot of room. Lot of room. Wow. Nearly picked looking for Tyreek. Up the left side. Sutton there. Wow. Dangerous. Dangerous throw by Tua there. Not a good decision. You gotta lead him with that throw farther than what that was, kid. If you're gonna make that throw. That's a tough throw and a tough window to fit it in too. That is a tough throw to make. That is a very tough throw. I don't know if he should have thrown that. And we're gonna get a delay of game. Here we go. Like, what happened to this? Like, this team, like, just plummeted after that first quarter, man. Unreal. 2-by-1 set. 2 in the gun. Takes the underneath. 2nd and 15. He's going to get 3 yards of it back to Mostert. It's going to bring it down 3rd down. 11 seconds left. So now we are at a field goal. All right, from the 30-yard line. 30 and a half. Tua steps back. Again, they're just making it easier. He only gains about 2 yards. They're making it easier for Sanders. 7 seconds left. Field goal unit is out.
Significant, though. That was significant to answer back because really Pittsburgh had sort of dominated there, and they got away with the dropped interception by Sutton. The three-pointer here was
Dangerous throw by Tua. All right, Sanders. I swear on my life. I swear to God. All right, 47 yards. Good. So there you go. 2 seconds till half. We will kick it off. And then we'll get to halftime. Right now, we're actually now being outpossessed by the Pittsburgh Steelers. That touchdown drive they had was 13 plays, 86 yards, and 7 minutes and 29 seconds. Ridiculous. Wow. All right, let's go. All right. We're winning this, baby. Let's go. Squib kick. Middle of the field. Caught at the 30. It's going to be returned. Clock runs out. Halftime.
Steelers will get the ball to start the second half. Miami scored the first 13 in the last 3. They lead by 6. And here's Maria and the Toyota halftime.
So when we go to halftime and man, when we look at, sorry about that, when we look at the halftime stats here, guys, you know, it started off, I mean, we were Tua was 8 for 11 for 111 yards to start off this game, and then, you know, the offense slowed down a little bit here. So when you look at it, why is that not working?
Vegas style live dealers, the finest slots, and customer service excellence. We're raising the bar. North Star Bets Casino and Live Dealer. That's a win.
Give me a sec, guys.
Dehydration is a risk.
Bring it up for y'all here.
Buy your pony. Choose Pedialyte for fast, effective rehydration. It's not just for kids.
All right. So when you look at right now at halftime, Tua 14 of 23, 180 yards and a touchdown. When you look at Kenny Pickett, 13 of 16, he only has 3 misses, and that was early on that, like early on, the interception and that 3 and out. Raheem Mostert, maybe they're not feeding him as much as they need to be right now. I mean, that's a conversation. They've kind of gone away from it a little bit, right? We've thrown the ball 23 times. We've only ran it 12. Najee's starting to get it going a little bit. 8 carries, 30 yards. George Pickens, the leading receiver, 4 receptions, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Waddle, the leading receiver for the Dolphins, 3 receptions, 63 yards on 3 targets. Trent Sherfield, 3 receptions for 44 yards. Tyreek, 4 receptions for 43 yards. But he's also been targeted 8 times. Miles Jack has 6 tackles for Pittsburgh leading the way. Van Ginkel and Justin Bethel both have 6 tackles for the Dolphins leading the way for them. Now, when you look at how these teams stack up after the first half, you can see the Dolphins have ran 35 plays to Pittsburgh's 29. The total yards are 246 for the Dolphins to 157. They both have 5 total drives. Dolphins averaging about 7 yards per play, where the Steelers are averaging 5.4, which they started off in the first quarter. They were only averaging about 3.5 yards per play for some time there, if you remember. Red zone, they're 1 for 1. The Dolphins are 1 for 2. Penalties, the Dolphins have 4 for 25 yards, and they have 1 for 10. You look at time of possession. At one point in the first quarter, the Dolphins had the ball for almost 10 minutes, and they had it for just over 2 minutes. Now it is 15-21 to 14-39 advantage Steelers. So, interesting. When you take it all in, quite a little shift in momentum there we saw, which honestly wasn't that pretty. Let's be honest with ourselves. Gonna have to be better in this second half, and they get the ball to start, and they're only a touchdown from going an extra point away from going ahead. So, gonna need to be better, man. I don't know what else to say. Gonna need to be better. Big game from Joe Burrow today, too, if you guys didn't happen to catch that. I had like 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. I agree, Chuck Van Straw. Why do we stop running the ball when we get to the red zone? So, Rowe did play corner. If someone were to go down, I'm sure they'd be probably putting Rowe or Elijah Campbell at corner, because Elijah Campbell's active too, and he can play corner as well. I don't like how we stopped running the ball, though. I think that's something that needs to be talked about, especially when Mosert's doing what he's doing. Edmonds another drop. Yep, he's not good. Aaron Rodgers not happy. Razor asked a good question. Why is clock management always an issue? Young coach. Learning his way. I agree with you. Look, we got to delay a game because I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark based on the history. Call probably came in late. Haney Jackson says Ray Charles could play better than Noah tonight. Yeah. Y'all are nuts. Come on, ball game. X was not Noah level of bad. X, if he didn't have the knee injury, would have been a well-deserved top 20 first-round pick out of Baylor. You can't make that comparison, bro. And Noah been here for 3 years. Stop. 3 years. It didn't take X 3 years to start putting it together, man. Come on. That's I don't know, man. That's not a good comparison, ball game. You got to compare him to what's his face? Who was that dude that was always hurt, but he used to make plays when he was healthy? I think he went to was he LSU corner? Cordrea Tankersley. If anything, you want to make a comparison to Cordrea Tankersley. You know? That guy didn't get enough reps because he was always hurt. Noah's just not good, bro. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If it wasn't for all these injuries, the guy wouldn't be. Yeah, he was Clemson. That's it. He was Clemson. He wouldn't even be here. Like, if Trey Williams didn't get hurt, if Nick Needham didn't get hurt, like, we could sit here and name a list of like 5 guys. If Kadir Kahu wasn't hurt, if Keon Crossan wasn't hurt, like, we got to sit here and name like 5-6 guys before Noah actually gets playing time. That's bad. And your 3rd year in, that's not good. Justin Bethels looked good. I will say that. All over the field. Justin Bethel's been nice tonight. Chris Smith knows best is my worst. Y'all relentless. Austin Jackson isn't playing. Yeah, Bethel's been in the league for 7 years, but how many snaps has he actually had in 7 years? Same situation as Noah. Noah been in the league for 3 years, hasn't had a lot of defensive snaps. Bethel hasn't had a lot of defensive snaps the last couple of years. I'll even look it up right now while it's halftime. Because I know he doesn't. That's how confident I am. Justin Bethel. Defense. So he hasn't had a lot of coverage snaps since 2017. In 2019, he had 19 coverage snaps. In 2020, he had 2. In 2021, he had 39. So he hasn't had a lot of coverage snaps since Arizona in 2017. He was a Cardinal. Who I believe Jeremiah asked if he was a Colt. He was a Cardinal from 2012 to 2017. Then he was a Raven and a Patriot in 2019. Patriot in 2020. Patriot in 2021. And then now he's here. Let's see this, though. Hold on a sec. Let's go 2017 for a sec. What's crazy, too, ladies and gentlemen, is when you go to 2017, when he had, 299 coverage snaps, he was a boundary guy, and we're using him in the slot. I just checked all of his... he was predominantly a boundary guy in Arizona. And, yeah, we're using him in the slot a little bit more, which is harder because you don't have the boundary to help you out, right? Pound, Nolan Carroll is a example of a guy that took a while. Jesus Christ. Talk about a name I haven't heard in a while. And talk about a nobody. Holy. I mean, the issue at hand here, like, you know, and that's a good bring up on the Nolan Carroll. I like that. But, you know, the issue at hand here is Nolan Carroll was a 5th round pick. Noah Benogany was drafted 30th overall. Like, that's the issue here, right? Like, a 5th round pick, a lot more of us would be patient to sit here and wait on you to get better. Even 3 years is a long time, but a 1st round pick, 30th overall, when Antoine Winfield, Jonathan Taylor, all these guys are still on the board? No, thanks. That's the issue with him. And NYC Fins is 110% correct. The man cost us a touchdown and like 5 first downs on the last drive. They're just picking on him. Listen. In ball games, a coach, if you have a player that's continuously being picked on, and at any position, it's time to replace that player. That's the issue. Because what's that showing you is that defenses are noticing him on tape and they keep going back to him, and he still ain't figuring it out enough for defenses to respect him. The only person worth respecting on that field tonight, corner-wise, is Xavier Howard. But Bethel's holding up his end. We need to get some pressures. I agree with Chase. You know, Gesicki a few drops. Tyreek's had a few catchable balls. Moser got lit up by Minka and the ball came out. Chase Edmonds. All right. As we get set here for the final quarter, again, I'll just go over the box score so everyone can see what we're dealing with heading into this. All right. Now, you know, Tua, doing good. 14 for 23, 180 yards and a touchdown. Kenny Pickett, 13 of 16 for 98 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Bethel had the pick. Najee Harris, 8 carries for 30 yards. Raheem Moser, got to stop going away from him. All right. Here we go. Third quarter is off and running. And the return, good return. Wow, all the way to about the 27-yard line. Good return there. Yeah, I agree, Ray. That was a great play by Minka. That Edmonds drop, though. Jeez. Even McDaniel's saying we got to turn this into more points this half. I agree. All right. Pickett. They are from the 27-yard line. Motions Najee to his right. Going to hand it off. Najee stuffed up in the backfield. Jalen Phillips with the tackle for a loss. 2-yard loss. Great start. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Remember, guys, we'll be live after the show. 2nd and 11. They only give him a loss of 1. Oh, pass rush, get there! Jalen Phillips with the sack! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Sealer got through. And so did Jalen Phillips. What an effort. The defense said, oh, yo, we're not letting this go down again. Jalen Phillips, let's go. 3rd and 22. Let's get this stop. I need a pick 6. I need a pick 6 right now. Wow, we were playing like a prevent. They're going to take the underneath. Missed tackle. Okay, we're going to stop them up at they're going to get back to about the 26-yard line where they started. So they got 11 of the 22 back. 4th and 11. Great stand by the defense. Let's go. Punt. All right, let's go. Let's go. Do your job, offense. Let's go. The punt is back to the 30. Wow. Cedric Wilson made a crazy catch. I don't know whether it was his time to shine in the prime time, so he made it look harder than it should have been, but damn. Jalen Phillips playing like a man possessed on that drive. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Jalen Phillips. Great play by Jalen Phillips there. Love it. Good job by Boyer and the defense to come out at halftime, come out strong there, get the ball back. Jalen Phillips playing like a man possessed on that drive. Love it. Thomas Morstead, great punt. Sorry, I apologize. Their punter, great punt. And I don't know why Cedric looked like he anticipated that thing to come down at the 31, and it ended up coming down at like the 29.5, 30-yard line, and it sent him backwards. And, man, it was a dangerous play. At least they're getting Cedric Wilson involved now, even if it is in the punt game and the return game and the kick game. Got to get some of that money. Good field position either way, about the 30-yard line. So, let's get some points. Let's put some more points on the board here, offense. Yeah, we have no threat in the punt game or the return game in general. Wow, what a stinker tomorrow night. The Patriots and the Bears. Armstead beasting tonight. Beasting Armstead. Let's go. Look at Shell tonight. Brandon Shell doing his damn thing. Look at Shell. Only allowed 1 pressure so far tonight. All right. They snap it. They give it to Raheem Moser, and he goes to the left side. He's only going to gain about a yard on first. It'll be 2nd and 9. You're right. Shell might win that. I'd kick Jackson back to left guard. 2nd and 9. Yeah, Mostert almost made himself skinny enough to get through there. I agree. All right. Handoff again. Woo! Oh, I thought Raheem was breaking that. Nice 7-yard run, I want to say. Should bring up about 3rd and 2.
Arvino, that's exactly right. Alex Highsmith on the outside. Let's see what Armstead does with him. Again, it's that outside zone that's
3rd and 2.
running really effective.
Now we go empty set. Ooh, wide open over the middle of the field. Wow. Jalen Waddle. Huge catch. And he's even body slammed and he's doing a little shoulder shimmy shake. Massive gain over the second level of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense by the Dolphins there. Absolutely beautiful. Waddle was to the left side with Sherfield. Got hit on the slant. Whew. Takes it all the way down to the Steelers' 39-yard line. All right, empty set. 3-2. Tua steps back. He's looking. He's going to take Mostert. Woo! On the slant. Makes a man miss and spins off him. And gets it all the way down to the 21-yard line. What a play by Raheem, the Dream Mostert.
Dangerous guy when he's flanked out.
Watch this catch. You don't see many running backs on these little crossing routes stick their mitts out there and make a hands catch like that and then finish the way that he did. We've seen a lot of Raheem Mostert. He's had a few injuries he's had to deal with over the years.
All right.
When you start talking about speed on the Dolphins, don't forget to include him.
All right. Two in the gun. Motion. Craycraft's out there. There you go. And they're going to hand it off to Edmonds, who's going to go up the middle, and he's going to gain about 4.
Edmonds, the 50-year back. Seeing his touches go down as Mostert's productivity has come up. We're talking about speed, and they measure so much stuff, right, with these GPS tracking devices and all that. Look at this.
All right, let's do this, man. Here we go. Dolphins are driving. I'm saying right now, keep Brandon Shell at right tackle and kick Jackson the left guard. All right, motion Craycraft to the left again. Now they're going to fake it and throw on that same look. Tua, he's feeling it. Wow, he got it out to Gesicki. Man, it was 2nd and 7. He got about 5. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Man. Who? I thought Tua was going to have to take a sack there. Wow. Oh, good throw. Wow. Whew. Is Gesicki ever going to break a tackle? Tua takes a timeout. We are down at the 18.5-yard line of the Steelers. Has Gesicki ever broke a tackle?
As we watch as fans and as commentators as well.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, when you first saw that Tua play against Buffalo and he staggered around, I thought it was a concussion too. It probably comes down to how you feel about it. It's whether or not you think he had one concussion.
I'm really liking the game we're seeing from Shell tonight. I think you got to keep him at right tackle, guys.
2 in 4 days, and then he's back out here again.
I think you got to try Jackson back at left guard.
From the fans' perspective, because I felt the same way.
Apparently, Gesicki broke a tackle back in high school. All right, Tyreek Hill motions to the left side. They're going to give it to Edmonds on 3rd and 2, and he's going to get stuffed up. Why are you giving the ball to Chase Edmonds on 3rd down? Why are you giving the ball to Chase Edmonds on 3rd down? Like, come on, man.
Interesting moment. Instead of taking a 9.2 score lead, Dolphins go for it on 4th and 3.
2 in the gun. They're going for it. Why do you give it to Edmonds on back-to-back plays? Why are you taking the ball out of your best playmaker's hands? Stop giving the ball to Chase Edmonds. Why are you doing that?
When it feels like all that's left is work hard, it's time to play again. Easily find your next big
Why are you taking the ball
free
out of Tua's hands?
and sports odds. Make a play.
That's a bad sequence of play calling. That is a bad sequence of play calling. Like, why are you giving the ball to Edmonds on back-to-back plays when he's done nothing in weeks?
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
We Canadians hate to leave anyone out. That's how you hurt people's feelings. Whether you're a nugget or a deep-fried pickle, you're fine by us. Get on in here, friends.
Give me a break. That was just not... That was pure coaching stubbornness. You wanted it to work. You just wanted that to work with Edmonds. Like, what are you doing right now? Why would you take the ball out of Tua's hands for that trash? That is ridiculous.
Like Jack Armstrong, power pod switches with ease. He shoots. Get that garbage out of here. Loose pocket center ice.
Unbelievable.
Power pod, one battery powering multiple brands. Only at Canadian Tire.
Here's to the
Like,
the itchy ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The ones grown by dad.
he's so brutal right now, and you're giving this and these chances.
Movember.com. Don't miss the Peacock Original Limited Series, A Friend of the Family, based on a harrowing true story. It's critically acclaimed, certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. And streaming now.
Absolutely brutal sequence of play calling. Tua just converted a third down for you.
Instead of taking a two-score lead, the analytics say slight better opportunity of taking the field goal there, right? Just like a 1%. But Chris, sometimes your gut's got to come in and have the flow of the games going when you make that switch.
Yeah, but if the analytics say that and you have a chance to take a two-score lead,
Brutal. And then now this nonsense. Incomplete. Is that incomplete to Deontay?
Better chance of winning with a field goal there if they so choose to take it. And
2nd and 10. Unreal. I don't know. Someone explain to me that. Dropped. That was just so bad.
then it does sort of come down. But so many of those analytical decisions are 49, 51% kind of decisions. But you're also going to be wrong.
All right. 8:32 left in the third. From the 15-yard line of the Steelers, Kenny's back to pass, high throw, and it's a first down conversion. They got 11 to Deontay Johnson. Targeting Noah Igbenogany.
A little double move stop that time. So many teams want to run the double moves against this bump and run man-to-man coverage on the outside.
Like, unbelievable right now. All right, pressure coming. Easy completion to Deontay Johnson, who's going to get tackled up. Good tackle by Justin Bethel.
Deontay Johnson, the fourth-year man out of Toledo, with the grab there. Pro Bowler last year.
And now they're just going to score and kill clock.
Here we go. There's a hole right here.
This game should not be close.
They drop back into his own defense. They don't do that a lot. He read it correctly, got the ball out.
You take the hand, you take the ball out of the hands of your best offensive player right now. Someone make this make sense, man. Deontay Johnson is down right now. 2nd and 4. 7:47 left in the third. I'm pissed right now, actually, about that.
Three-wheel classics. The latest exclusive releases. That's sloth with the awesome feature round. Innovative cutting-edge casino technology.
Like, I am not happy right now at this. Gaskin should not be inactive for Chase Edmonds. Unbelievable.
Unless you treat dandruff regularly, it will keep coming back. Try Head & Shoulders. It contains zinc pyrithione, which controls scalp irritation and dandruff, and when used regularly, helps prevent it from coming back.
Just like, why is this?
Flake-free hair. Use Head & Shoulders.
It feels like it's politics, man. Like, oh, we signed this guy, we spend money on him, he's got to play. It's like Gaskin comes in a couple weeks ago, has that great game when they clearly benched Edmonds, and then all of a sudden Gaskin's been inactive ever since. Ridiculous. It makes no sense.
See how TELUS is innovating to make our food system more sustainable. Let's make the future friendly together.
All right, here we go. The sheriff is here. That's me. I'm the sheriff. We're going to do things the old school way, the tried and true football way.
I mean, the guy did football, but
Ridiculous.
hit us youths.
Enough was enough. We had to show them how we play.
Ugly, man. JD and Wizard, can we all come together as Finn fans and pay Noah's salary so they can cut this? And Liam Eichenberg while we're at it, please. Jeez.
Star mentors, including Jimmy Allen, Jasmine Sullivan, Charlie Puth, Sean Hall, much more. It's on The Voice Monday and Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC, streaming the next day on Peacock. Speaking of voice, the voice of soccer, the great Andres Cantor. He's here at the game tonight. He'll be calling
Come on. Let's go. Get Liam Eichenberg and Chase Edmonds off my TV. No, Shell would stick at right tackle and Austin would move to left guard if they were going to make that move. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Kenny. Short underneath to Najee. Swallowed up. Pushed out of bounds. Gains about 2 yards. 3rd and 2. Come on, pass rush. Let's please get some penetration on this one. 3rd and 3. Actually, they only gave him 1. Pickett back. Drops back. Takes the underneath. Baker, yes! Baker held the shoelaces. Bethel came in and cleaned it up. Short of the first down. 4th and 2. They are punting. 6:45. Big play by Baker and Bethel there. I believe that was Bethel cleaned it up. Baker stood Najee up with a shoelace tackle, but Najee wasn't going down. He's trying to dive forward. No, it was Jones. And then Brandon Jones came in and cleaned it up. Great play. 4th and 2. They are punting it. And it is going to be fair caught at the 21-yard line by Cedric Wilson. Good defense.
Good to be back with Sunday Night Football in South Florida.
Good defense. Good defense.
All things casino. There's just one house rule to create the perfect online casino for you. We built a world-class lineup of classic casino games such as roulette and blackjack, and crafted a virtual range of the best, including Atlantean treasures. Everything's online. Everything's
All right, let's go, man.
for you. So whenever you're feeling playful, head to Jackpot City and you'll be endlessly entertained. Jackpot City, casino games perfectly made for you.
All right, so this is what we're looking at right now.
Everything about my new furniture business. Well, everything except the whole business part.
So
Not anymore.
right now, Tua is 17 of 26, a touchdown and 228 yards.
Success starts with a terrific
Kenny Pickett, 18 of 22, 129, a touchdown and an interception. Najee, 9 carries, 29 yards. Raheem Mostert, 9 carries, 52 yards. You look at receiving, leading the way for them is George Pickens, 4 receptions for 47 yards. Deontay Johnson has 4 for 28. Miami receiving being led by Jalen Waddle, 4 receptions on 4 targets for 88 yards. Trent Sherfield, 3 receptions on 3 targets for 44 yards. Tyreek Hill, 4 receptions on 8 targets for 43 yards. Mike Gesicki beat that over of 1.5 with 2 receptions. Look at this. Melvin, you look at the sacks the tackles right now. Brandon Jones and Bethel tied for the second most, with Van Ginkel leading the way at 7. On the other side, Devin Bush leading the way. Second behind Miles Jack, who's leading the way by a good amount. The former Jacksonville Jaguar. And now when you look at the team stats, I mean, we're outgaining them by almost 130 yards, 304 to 176 on 43 plays to 37 for the Miami Dolphins. And the time of possession, 18:50 for the Dolphins and 19:52 for the Steelers. And now they are showing Stephen Ross back at the game. This man has the most villain-like eyebrows I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. Is there a little rain coming down? Looks like there's some rain coming down too now. All right, from the 21-yard line of the Dolphins, motion into the I formation does Ingold. 1-by-1 receiver set. Tua. The toss is to the left. Mostert is going to get stuffed up for a loss. Second down, and it's either going to be 11 or a long 10. All right, 5:50 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 11. Time is ticking. We're down to almost 5:40. 2 in the gun. Empty set. 3-by-2. Tua looking. Goes over the middle. And he's picked off. Oh, no, he's not. Almost intercepted. Overthrew Mike Gesicki. Overthrew Mike Gesicki. Oh, there was a pass interference. Miles Jack was holding Gesicki's shoulder. Where's the PI? Mike Gesicki only had one free arm. Where's the penalty? How is that not a holding or a pass interference? What? That's why the throw was bad. The timing was off. The guy was being held. And then they try to go underneath the Tyreek Hill, and he's only going to gain about 4 yards. Like, that was a hold all day. Morstead with the punt now. And he punted well and deep. Uh-oh. The first miss. Now they're going to bring it to about the 39. Man, this offense has gone from looking unstoppable to... Whew. We should have much more than 16 points right now. But anyone, that interception, go watch the replay. Gesicki was being held. He only had one arm free. Threw the whole timing off. That's why that throw was almost picked off. That should have been a holding. That's bull. All right, and... the cover, it looked like cover 0 there. Only going to be a gain of 2 yards. They'll bring up 2nd and 8. 4:35 and ticking left in the third. Like, go back, watch the play, man. Gesicki was getting abused. Go watch. It's a PI or at worst, at best, it's a PI. At worst, it was a defensive holding. Play action. Then they're going to go underneath the Freiermuth And he's going to be tackled by Baker. Flag on the play. Like, that was a blatant pass interference. Ineligible receiver downfield. Second down after the 5-yard penalty. James Daniels.
RPO plays because the offensive linemen, they don't know, right? They don't know if he handed it off and it's a run play, so they're just run blocking. And if you get a good block, sometimes you're taking your guy 2 or 3 or 4 yards down the field. You see that quite often. That's the only tough part of those RPO plays.
It's a concept that came from college football where you can be 3 yards downfield. In the NFL, it's 1 yard. So
All right.
it's a lot tougher to pull off.
Pickett, after the play action, 2nd and 13. They're just going to get into the flats, and they're going to get like the 3 yards back, but there's another flag. It's on Pittsburgh again, too. It's offensive pass interference, it looks like.
So 1 penalty in the first 42 minutes, and now 2 in back-to-back snaps.
Yeah, and they are going after Monogamy on the outside. I think they've thrown 1 pass to the side of Xavier Howard, and that one went for about 4 yards. So, and the interesting thing is Howard came into this game with a groin injury, and we weren't.
All right, 3:20 and ticking away. 3rd down from the 26-yard line of the Steelers. 2nd and 23. He goes over the middle, hits Jalen Warren, who's going to get it to about the 32-yard line.
16 more to go. As we have an injured Dolphin
Oh, no.
on the far side.
And now Brandon Jones is hurt.
And it is the secondary that has been beat up. This time,
Here we go.
third-year man out of Texas with the athletic training staff over to tend to him. Mike McDaniel, the coach.
This is ridiculous. Yo, people need to relax. Season's a watch. We're winning. What are you talking about? Relax. People need to, like, ease up, man.
On the outside, they're trying to handle.
Woo! Did you see? Oh, man. Phillips was coming. Whoa.
But this is significant with Brandon Jones. He is their leading tackler, couple of sacks.
I didn't see the injury.
Is one of the better pass rushers really on this team, tied for the team lead in sacks. He's had 5 sacks.
Oh, here's a replay.
21. These 2 safeties are just fantastic for the Miami Dolphins. We really haven't talked about Javon Holland very much either.
They've developed a really good communication and a good
What he hurt?
on the back end.
His leg, it looks like they're attending to.
Was involved in so much pressure, 5 sacks. Already a couple this year, the leading tackler on this Dolphins defense. Dolphin defense then in the back end, Byron Jones already out, Nick Needham,
He's getting up.
Achilles. Last
Do they have to help him?
for the game against Minnesota.
Keon Crossan out. Peter Kahoo.
Oh my God, I hope he's okay.
Quite the list.
Young man.
Both teams, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Never want to see kids get injured.
Bucks.
They're helping him off. They didn't.
Their starting defensive backs either. And this
Oh, he's hurt.
is bad. This
Look at his eyes.
is a fine football player right here, Brandon Jones.
Eric Rowe.
Derek Rowe
Listen, Rowe may not be what he was a year or 2 ago,
coming in his stead.
but
A lot of concern
this man can still do it. Get it done.
safety.
Prayers up for Brandon Jones, man. Oh man,
Tough to see, isn't it?
praying for Brandon Jones.
I'd say one thing we learned about the Miami Dolphins, they are resilient with their backups. Justin Bethel's been fantastic, and Kanagany's been terrific on the back end as well. Derek Rowe,
Ah.
cornerback, who has been moved around a bit, playing a little bit more safety now, but he certainly has the experience. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see a little bit of Elijah Campbell, number 22 either, but
All right, Verone McKinley was brought up.
coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers for his third 15 or 16 here.
We got Verone McKinley too, just in case. So we got options. I don't know how I feel about putting that size in the box, though. All right, 3rd and 16. 16-10, 2:45 and ticking. 3-by-1 receiver set. Pickett's going to move up. Tries to shake off Van Ginkel. And he's only going to gain about a yard. It's going to be a 4th and 15. Great play by Andrew Van Ginkel. Great play. D-Hug all day. Greer better be on the phone to get some DBs in here this week. I agree. Great defensive effort tonight, man. By everyone. All right. Punt deep to about the 31-yard line, and Cedric's going to fair catch it. Great effort by the defense tonight. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 157 from the 30-yard line of the Dolphins. Motion, Tyreek to the right. They're going to hand it off. Mostert, he's only going to get about 2. See, the big difference you can see between our offense before and to our offense now is we're not running the ball like we were early on. Right? So I thought they only dropped 2, and one of them should have been a hold on the Steelers, and they got away with it. All right, 2nd and 8, Tua dropping back. Miscommunication between him and Waddle on what was supposed to be ran there. 3rd and 8. Tua looking a little rusty here. All right, 3rd and 8. 1:29 left. Big 3rd down conversion. That was just a miscommunication between Tua and the receiver there. All right, Tua stepping back. You got to take underneath, Tua. Please, God. He gets out. 3rd and 8. Come on, Tua. Takes another big hit. Like, come on, man. Just slide, kid. This is just... Tua is fearless, but this is... You can't be doing this, man. All right, Morstead. Another 3 and out by this offense, which is all of a sudden slowed right down. And it is going to be down at about the 18-yard line. I don't like how we're letting these guys stick around, man. Like, we're just letting them stick around.
I've got to tell you, I feel a little responsibility as a parent of 2 football players to try and tell you what it's like to be a parent in that situation. I want perfect information.
Like, we were just rolling at 13-0, and it has just been 3 points since. All right. Hand off to Najee, who's going to get that right edge. And they get some blocking help, and he's going to get about 15 yards. Howard was being pushed down backfield. And the 3rd quarter is now going to start to wind down.
certain diagnostic tests to determine if you have a concussion or when you're okay to return.
All right, single back. Tua struggling tonight, and Kenny Pickett ain't giving them much better. That's why they're handing it off to Najee and hoping they can roll him to a touchdown here. And, you know, by not separating yourself, you're allowing them to keep Najee in the game, and you got to put the game on Pickett's shoulders here, man. All right.
Sorry, Mom. It's amazing what you can build on AWS. Imagine creating cool tech so you can
Here is what it looks like after 3 quarters of play. Kenny Pickett, 19 of 23 for 136, a touchdown and a pick. Tua, 18 of 29 for 232 and a touchdown. Najee, 12 carries, 50 yards. Kenny Pickett, 3 carries, 20 yards. Raheem Mostert, 11 carries, 53 yards. Chase Edmonds, 6 carries for 15 yards. George Pickens, 4 receptions for 47 yards and a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 4 receptions and 28 yards. Jalen Waddle hasn't had a reception in what feels like forever. 4 receptions for 88 yards. Tyreek, 5 receptions for 47. Trent Sherfield, 3 for 44. So the big boys getting shut down. Neither one, you know, Waddle's knocking on the door, but neither one is past the century mark yet. Miles Jack now up to 10 total tackles. 8 of those are solo. Melvin Ingram, another quiet night as he's not doing much, as Bethel and Van Ginkel and Brandon Jones were leading the way in tackling for the Dolphins. Right now, possession 23-20 to 21-40 in favor of the Steelers. The Steelers, you know, it took them forever to get a first down. Now they're up to 11. Dolphins have 15. 49 plays ran by the Dolphins to the 42 of the Steelers. 316 yards to 205 in favor of the Dolphins. The Steelers are on their 9th drive of the game. Yards per play, look at the Dolphins have dipped. Remember, they were well over 7.5. Now they're down to 6.4. At one point, the Steelers are at 3.5. They're at 4.9. Red zone, look at 1 for 3 by the Dolphins. Got to be better, man. Got to be better. Got to be better in the red zone. All right, as we come back here for the 4th quarter, ready to start. All right. From the 37-yard line, 2nd and 7 from the Steelers' 37-yard line. They're going to fake the give to Najee. They're going to take it underneath, and that's going to be just short. Just short of the first down. Cam Hayward's brother. All right, 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it again. He's stuffed. Najee stuffed. 4th and 1. Najee stuffed. Let's go. Punt unit is coming out. A huge play. Wow. Woo. Clayton Fedulum is out there. Wow. Clayton Fledglam and Robertson on the stop. All right. The punt. Oh. Backed up at our own about 13-yard line. I agree, Denisha. One more touchdown and this is over. Big stop for the defense. One more touchdown, and this is a wrap. All right?
To the straggly ones, the itchy ones, the black, brown, red, and gray ones, the ones grown by dad, the ones grown for dad.
I need Waddle to the house.
Sign up now at Movember.com.
I need Mostert to the house, baby. Let's go.
How to improve engagement and revenue. Guess less and sell more with Intuit MailChimp.
When you play together, you discover new worlds together with Kinder Surprise. Discover a virtual universe in our Play 2 where they can imagine, play, and
Come on, man. Let's
download the free
shut this down, man.
How does it go?
What is going on?
You pay for? Well, investing's no different. Paying
At
more
least a field goal.
come at a cost.
I want a touchdown. I've seen enough field goals. What's going on, Alreezy?
Can also be costly. Independent research has shown that over time, working with a financial advisor can create 2.3 times more wealth than those who go it alone. That's right, up to 2.3 times more. So ask your advisor for fidelity. It's how you can get ahead and stay ahead.
We need a big drive. We need a big drive right now. We need Tyreek or Waddle to take over, or Mostert. Tua's got to be a little bit sharper. Come on, man. Let's dig deep. Let's get 7 here.
Cooperate with the FBI, and I will keep you safe. It's more complicated than that. Only the cleaning lady.
Come on, man.
910 Mountain, only on CTV.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Allstate, reminding you
Oh, let's go, baby. Come on.
Corona Extra.
Let's go.
Life, live La Vida Más Fina. The Super Bowl championship ring from that Dolphins undefeated season celebrating tonight. 17 diamonds. Largest for the front and the center. There they are. 25 of the living members of that team came.
Here we go, man.
Also very classy. They invited the
All right.
players who are no longer with us.
Push back. From the Dolphins 12, single back is Edmonds. Oh, God. Motion, Waddle. Fake to Edmonds. Bootleg. Woo! Where's the horse collar? Where's the horse collar? 14-yard gain on the throw to Tyreek from Tua. Thought there was a little bit of a horse collar there. Yeah, there was a horse collar, man.
It really is. And when you start to think about Tyreek Hill, I think the story that is on
All right, 1st and 10. 13-25. Toss to Edmonds. He makes a few miss, and then he gains about 2 yards. 2nd and 8. 13-10 and ticking.
he's a thick guy, and Mike Tomlin understands fully that the most important part oftentimes is not
2nd and 8.
him in front of you, it's making the tackle when he makes the catch in front of you. So see if he can get back activated, but I'm just stunned at the way that they are
All right, Edmonds is a single back.
on the field and have the entire
Tua. They're going to fake it. Uh-oh. He steps up. Edmonds targeted, incomplete. 3rd and 8.
One of the things that we were talking to Mike Tomlin, he said that for us to win this game, we have to destroy the Dolphins' offensive
Another drop by Edmonds.
Larry Ogunjobi and Cameron Hayward, and that hasn't happened. It really has not happened.
Edmonds is just so bad.
And so, without T.J. Watt, they're able to focus a little bit on
All right, 3rd and 8.
Smith, but now we're down to that point in the game where they really need this pass rush to make a play.
From the 30-yard line. Tua steps back. Takes the underneath to Gesicki. Gesicki makes one man miss. But, I mean, you got to be targeting the sticks here. What are we going to do with this underneath stuff, man? Like, we need sticks, man.
Now, one of the secrets here to
You think Gesicki's going to make 3 people miss?
pass and take a shot.
And all because Edmonds didn't get his easy yardage before. Or else Gesicki probably did enough there to get the first down if Edmonds makes his catch and does his job.
Referee will come and clean it up. Exactly what happened there.
Morstead punting for the fourth time.
Punt deep to the 12. And it's returned up the left sideline. And it's not going to be very much to that return. Man, get this clown Edmonds off my TV right now.
They've completed, the opponent so far have completed a touchdown on him every other game this year. Not tonight.
All right. Motion. 3-by-1 receiver set. Hand off to Najee. Najee only going to get a couple. So I'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Over 50 yards.
How much has this game changed from the beginning, right? So we had the Miami Dolphins the entire first quarter, 10 minutes time of possession, up and down the field. 2 times, though, they had to kick field goals. Then it was the Pittsburgh Steelers in the second quarter, 10 minutes time of possession.
I'm over Chase Edmonds, man. All right, from the 26-yard line, they're going to fake the give, but then they're going to pitch it forward, and they're going to get down to about the 30.
Mike, an injury update on Dolphins safety Brandon Jones. We saw him being helped off the field in the third quarter in a lot of pain.
Oh, it was a knee-on-knee collision
He went in the blue medical tent for a
with Brandon Jones.
into the x-ray room. After x-ray,
All right, 3rd and 4, 10:50. Kenny Pickett. Into the gun. Hold pressure comes. And that's going to be incomplete. I was waiting for a flag. Whoa. Whew. 3 and out. I was waiting to see if there's going to be a flag. That's why I didn't say anything, all right? As he targeted Claypool along the right sideline, and there was... I'm watching the replay right here now. There was... Howard had a little bit of a jersey. It was a little, you know. But hey, if you're not going to call the Gesicki one earlier, you ain't going to call that. Punt. Back to the 15-yard line. Cedric's going to try and return it, and instead he's just going to get shut down. Absolutely did nothing on that return. Come on, offense.
Here's the new Sriracha Crispy Chicken, a spicy sandwich with habanero pepper jack cheese and creamy Sriracha sauce to make it spicier.
Let's go, offense.
Choose the spicy seasoned filet. Fire up your taste buds with the Sriracha Crispy Chicken at Burger King.
What does it take to be a influencer?
Cedric received it and tried to shimmy shake like he was going to outrun everyone. Ridiculous. Finally got a ball he could finally return, and that's what we got. Shout out to Majestia1, $2 donation. About to pop up here. Says we're not playing to win. We are playing not to lose. I agree. Playing scared. Like, I'd be aggressive to put this away. You know, I'm not trying to sneak out a win against an inferior Steelers team. Should have taken those 3, man. You know, back-to-back run plays on 3rd and 4th down to Chase Edmonds, who's been a disaster since the Patriots game, or the second week of the season, sorry. Really has given us nothing since week 2. I'm gonna knock. I haven't been a fan of McDaniel's play calling this game outside of the scripted drive. Been very questionable at times, taking the ball out of his hands, and I just don't agree with it. I like how they're playing push it to the limit, and they have him in boats in Miami like it's Scarface. Do they know that what that movie's about? Really, it's ridiculous right now. This is an absolute ridiculous visual that they're playing. All right, 2 in the gun, 2x2 set. They're gonna motion Mostert into an empty set now as he goes up to the right side. Tua over the middle. He got Tyreek Hill, who had the first down, but I don't know if they're gonna. He's tried to outrun him, and they're gonna say he's shy of the first down marker. You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that, man. All right, handoff, big hole. Raheem Mostert hits it. Let's go all the way to the 36-yard line. Let's go, big run. Thank God. That's what we've been missing is the run. Oh, man, I thought he was going to burst that. Ingold and Armstead just do a fantastic waddle up field. Man. Whew, another run. Mostert makes himself skinny, and he gains 9. Raheem the Dream. Let's go. Let's go. Raheem the Dream. The Dolphins are over 106 yards rushing. Raheem has 73. They're going to give it to Raheem. He's going to get stuffed up on 2nd and 2. So that's going to wrap 3rd and 3, a loss of a yard. See, I would have play action that. You had 2 back-to-back runs. That's where I throw the play action at, is on that 2nd down. And then you open the playbook on 3rd. That's how I would have played that. All right, 3rd and 3, 8:25 left. All right. 2 in the gun. Tua going deep. For Tyreek, did he draw the flag? Wow. Did not draw the flag. Get the first down, man. That is not when you take the shot, man. Go get the first down. And there's coverage over top. Nah, man. Get the sticks. Get the sticks. All right, Morstead punts it now. Down to about the 18-yard line. You know, I'm looking for a first down. Why are we taking that shot? Like, we're trying to get first downs, not take shots here, guys. All right. Kenny Pickett from the 18-yard line. 3 receivers to his left. They're going to motion. They're going to hand it off to Najee. And Najee's actually going to have a decent run. Going to gain about 4. Bring up 2nd and 6. All right. From the 22-yard line, 2nd and 6. Kenny over the middle. Completion to Deontay Johnson. Flag on the play. I don't know if they're going to give him the first down. 7:09 left in the fourth.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket. Legal contact on the defense number 9.
No Igbenogany called for illegal contact. First down. Here we go. How many chances do we need to beat to add on? Watch, mister. I'm so sick and tired of being so mediocre. I mean, I don't know what to say. Illegal contact? The guy was holding Noah. What are we talking about? I just saw the replay. Did y'all just see that replay? What? Should have been illegal contact. Oh, Tomlin pissed. Should have been illegal contact on George Pickens. That was ridiculous. I don't know what they were talking about. All right. Ugly game. Let's get the win. Jesus. All right, from the 22, 1st and 10. 2-by-1 receiver set. Single back is Najee. They're going to fake. Down to the 41-yard line. Pat Freiermuth. Not a fan of this. 40-yard line. We need a turnover. Jesus Lord. All right. Push back from Raekwon. Drop from Najee. 3rd and 10. They're targeting Najee underneath. It was going to be a 2 or 3 yard gain. He dropped the football. Raekwon is getting pushed up the middle. All right, 2nd and 10. 6:14 left from the 40-yard line of the Steelers. 3-by-1 set. Pickett over the middle. Wide open was Claypool, and Pickett missed him. Wow. Claypool was open over the middle. Oh, miscommunication by Claypool and Pickett. All right, 3rd and 10. .610 from the 40. They got a lot of action to that left side. Wide open Claypool. And he gets the first down, man. .555 left. Ball is at the Dolphins 48. Pickett, 3-by-1 set in the gun. Wide open. Pickens right in front of the sticks. Pickens wide open right in front of the sticks. 2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line. And pass rush came. Fledglum tackles Pickens, who's well beyond the first down marker. 1st and 10. 5 minutes and ticking. We're now down to about 450. 2x2 set. Pickett in the gun. Over the middle. Almost picked off. Wow. Fedulum almost picked that throw off to Freiermuth. Wow, we needed that. 2nd and 10. We needed that. Fledglam just got a hand on it and caused Freiermuth to have to adjust, and he couldn't make the catch. Oh. .446 left in the fourth. 2nd and 10. 16-10 Miami. From the 39. Pickett. Back. Pressure's coming. Where's the hold on Phillips? Are you serious? How is there no holding call? What? Come on, man. Dude, that was so obvious. Where's the hold? They got 9 yards, 3rd and 1. Down to the 25. And now Raekwon Davis is down. All right, this is ugly, man. I mean, like that. Watch, they're showing you the replay. Look at this hold. Come on, man. Look at that. He got the 5. He had right in between the 1-5. You saw it. Come on, man. You don't call it on Gesicki on that near touch interception, and now this? That was a hold all day. All right, 1st and 10. 4:10 and ticking away from the 28.5-yard line. Motion Claypool to the left. They're going to hand it off. Najee's going to get the right side. This is ridiculous. Like, all because he didn't take the field goal. All because he didn't take the field goal, man. All right, from the 17, Harris stuff. He gets 2. About 3rd and 1. Both teams only have 2 timeouts. 3:40 left in the fourth. 3rd and 1. All right, 3:20 left. And they are going for it. There's a penalty. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be on the Steelers. Illegal formation. Illegal shift, 5-yard penalty. 3:14 left in the fourth. Now to bring up 3rd and 6. Let's go. Jeez. What an ugly, ugly game. Ugly. I'll take it, but it's ugly. 3:14, fourth quarter from the Dolphins 20, 3rd and 6. 2-by-1. Pickett back. Another hold they get away with, this time on Wilkins. Ball's out, flag. I think they're getting called for the hold. I think they're getting called on the hold. They are getting called. About time. On Wilkins. Let's go. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down. And Phillips is down right now. Oh, yeah, the Ingram hold and a Wilkins hold. Oh, they had 2 holds there. Phillips is good. He's back on the sideline. So this will be 3rd and 16 now. I swear to God, you better shut this down. 3:06 left. I swear to God, you better not let them get this first down. All right, here's the snap. Pickett. He's picked up! Yeah! Let's go! Javon Holland! Let's go! Let's go! Javon Holland, baby! Let's go! Let's go, Javon Holland! Let's go! Big, big, big! Let's go! Read the eyes, baby! All he did was read the eyes and he broke on it. Let's go! Come on, offense! Let's go, and we got great field position. Great play by Holland. Huge play. All right, 2 under center. They're going to give it, and Mosert's going to gain about 4. There's that momentum. Let's go. 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 right now. Steelers are taking a 30-second timeout with 2:38 left. Just get in field goal range and take it. Sao Paulo, don't count your eggs yet. It is not over until that fat lady walks out and sings. Guys, we're going to be live after the game for the 5th quarter post-game show. So be out on the lookout for that, guys. Even with the late game, I'm still going to give you all the platform to come up and let it be known what's good. It's pinned in the comments. Check it out, guys. All right, Tua under center. They're going to hand it off again. Raheem, the Dream, is just going to dive forward. And they're going to force them to use another timeout. Let's get this first down, man. If you get this first down, this game is a wrap. Get this first down, please. Please. Get this first down. Let's go. Come on, man. Just get this first down. Seal it. Seal it. Seal this. Please. Come on, man. First down, baby. Come on, get this first down. 2 under center, single back, tight formation, 3rd and 3. They're going to fake it, play action. Oh, my God. Almost interception. Rolling out was Tua. Wow. Oh, my God. Levi Wallace is hurt now. Holy jeez. Oh, man. Bad throw by Tua. That is a bad throw by Tua right there. Probably should have had targeted Gesicki first and foremost. Bad throw. Jeez.
However, what it does, it gives Kenny Pickett and Pittsburgh some hope. I know they're disappointed they don't get the pick, but the hope it gives them is it's a gift because it stops the
Tua had other reads, man. I don't know. It wasn't a good throw. They are not going to go for it. 4th and 3. And you stop the clock. All right, Morstead at the Dolphins 45 to punt, and he does. Nice punt inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. 2:31 left. They have no timeouts, and they have the 2-minute warning.
The rookie with 2.5 to go. He's seen a Miami defense that had only 1 interception in the first 6 games. Pick him off twice. Defensive coordinator Josh Boyer is down defensive backs with injury, including losing a safety in this game. If Pickett take the Steelers down the field, and as a rookie, spoiled the Tua return night here in Miami.
All right, 1st and 10. 13-yard line. 2 in the gun. Sorry, Pickett in the gun. 2-by-2 set. They're going to just go underneath to Freiermuth. I mean, you're not going to be able to dink and dunk all the way down. Good luck to you guys. They're going to go hurry up. To the 20-yard line now. 2nd and 3. 2:10 left. Pressure coming. Shut down, though. And that ball is going to be downed at about the 27-yard line. And we are going to hit the 2-minute warning. All right. Maybe potentially the last time we take a look at this till the end of the game. Here's what it looks like. Not pretty. Tua 21 of 35, 261, 1 touchdown, 92.7 passer rating, but he's missed some throws for sure, and he's had some turnover-worthy plays. Kenny Pickett 28 of 37, 210 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 75.3 passer rating. Najee Harris leading the way. 17 carries, 65 yards on the ground for the Steelers, but Raheem Mostert, the leading rusher in the game, 16 carries for 79 yards, averaging 4.9 yards per carry. Jalen Waddle is still the number 1 receiver in the game, 4 receptions for 88 yards. Tyreek has 7 receptions for 72. George Pickens has 6 for 61. As you can see, Andrew Van Ginkel is now into double-digit tackles. Justin Phillips has made his way up and tied Brandon Jones and Bethel for the second most on the team with 7. Miles Jack has 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, team stats. You look at this, 61 plays apiece. The Dolphins have 373 yards. The Steelers have 294. The Steelers are on their 12th drive of the game. The Dolphins have had 11. They're averaging about 4.8 yards per game. The Dolphins are averaging 6.1 yards per play. Again, the red zone. They're 1 for 2. We're 1 for 3. Penalties have been a factor. Both teams have 5. We got 30 yards against us. They have 40. Turnovers, they have 2. We have 0. Time of possession, 31 minutes and 34 seconds for the Steelers. 26-26 for the Dolphins. So here we go. 2-minute warning is over. Ugly. We got this, though. Come on. Let's finish this off. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. 27.5-yard line. 1st and 10. 27.5-yard line of the Steelers. Pickett in the gun. He's getting flushed out. Rolling to his left. And he's going to throw the ball away. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. 2nd and 10 from the 27.5-yard line. 2-by-1 set. Najee in the backfield. Kenny steps up. Oh, he's moving. He's going to get hit from behind, but he's going to gain 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Clock is running down. It's at 1:40 and ticking. Flores is not the defensive coordinator, guys. He's a linebackers coach. He hasn't adjusted to anything. Tackle there. Claypool brought down by Bethel. Going to be well short of the first down. That's going to be a 4th down. 4th and 4. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Time is not on the Pittsburgh Steelers side. 4th and 4. Here comes the pass rush. Oh! Wow, Freiermuth down to about the 46-yard line. Great coverage, but an even better catch and throw. Wow. Down to the 47, sorry. And they're going to spike the ball with 48 seconds left. Wow. 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 Rowan coverage. Didn't even turn his head. All right, 2nd and 10. Wow, Deontay Johnson. The tackling by Xavier Howard. Come on, man. Come on, X. "42 seconds left. Pickett back over the middle. Big stop. Well short. The clock is rolling on them. And they're going to go for 25-yard line. They just wasted like 12 seconds. Pickett down moving. Pickett. Picked off! Noah Benogany! Did Noah Benogany? What? No, he got his feet in. Replay that. Replay that. Noah made a play. Replay that. Noah's feet were in. 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 Wow. Wow. Noah makes a play of his career. Let's go. Look at Igbo. There you go. Finally, this guy. What? Finally. Oh, my God. Someone get ball game. Ball game is going to show up in the chat now. All right, that's the game, baby. That's the win. Guys, we are going to be live in about 7 minutes on the 5th quarter post-game show. D. Huggins says, didn't I call it? You sir did. Look at this. Let's go. Let's go. It is a final 16-10. Big win. Tua was playing dangerously, living recklessly. Jesus Christ. Didn't score a single point in the second half, which is not pretty. But you look at this, Tua finishes 21-35 for 261 and a touchdown. Kenny Pickett 32-44 for a touchdown and 3 picks. Najee 17 carries for 65 yards. He's still a joke. Bye, says the watch mister. Raheem Mostert 16 carries, 79 yards. Pat Freiermuth 8 receptions for 75 yards. George Pickens 6 for 61 and a touchdown. Jalen Waddle 4 receptions for 88 yards. Noah Benogany with the play of the game to win it. Him and Holland coming up huge. You look at it, they had the ball for 33-16 to the Dolphins 26-44. They had 341 total yards to the Dolphins 372, and they ran 7 more plays. Absolutely huge. Huge, huge, baby. We are back in the win column. It was definitely anything but pretty. I ain't going to be the one that lies to you. That's for sure. Anything but pretty. Guys, we are going to be live in 5 minutes over on the 5th quarter post-game show. Okay, I'm putting the link in the description. In the comment right now. It's also, guys, it's also pinned. So make sure. I'm sure Ball Game's going to show up to do a victory lap that his boy finally made a play. So, mods, can you just spam the chat with the YouTube link right there? Guys, I will see all of y'all in about 5 minutes. Let's go over 5th quarter post-game show. The link is in the chat. Open panel for all of you guys to come up and give your thoughts on that win. See, I told y'all Ball Game would show up. Look at that guy. Just on cue, bro. Look at on cue. I told y'all he would show up. So, immediately following, guys, mods, spam the chat with the link. Link is in the description. Head over there. I will be live at 11:30. So, 4 minutes. I will see all of y'all in T-minus 4 minutes. Let's get it, baby. 5th quarter post-game show. Let's go. This is your platform. You want to celebrate Noah Benogany. You want to vent about this offense. Hey, it was an ugly win, but a win is a win, and it's nice to get back in the win column. we got time to right the ship. All right, we're in an easy stretch here. So let's keep it rolling. Dolphins win 16-10. Beautiful, baby. Fins up all day, every day. I will see all of y'all for the 5th quarter post-game show in 3 minutes. Check the comment section right now. The link is being flooded, and it's also pinned. Fins up, baby. I'll see y'all in a couple minutes.